you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants. Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Why'd you do it, Gary? I thought we were friends.
Friends? You and me. I've taken dumps that had more brains than you, friend. No, I'm taking over this school, and you're just a liability. See you around, moron!
I saw your face, I'll remember you.
You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. And he kind of got a little angry. So I admit, I kind of got a little angry.
Did you kill him?
No, I didn't kill him. But I did kidnap his wife. Oh, no. Hey, Big Smoke, it's me, Carl. Chill.
CJ. Oh my God, what's up?
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
What? Good to see you, man. Wow, forget our language?
So how did you know she was gonna betray us? What'd she say? It was in her eyes, in the way she was leading us. But you said you knew Spanish.
Our time has passed. Yeah.
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business.
You sold us out.
No, I sold you out. I sold you out.
You know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that we must obey the rules of the game. We can pick the game, Nico Bellic, but we cannot change the rules.
Tell you one thing, T. I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
It's showtime!
Telling you what to think about everything. 35 years. This is WCTR.
Good evening. Good. He's back. Yes, he is alive. Holy shit, good evening. Right, and let's get amongst it. Because you are tuned in to the award-winning #1 non-fictional, completely fictional radio station from Liberty City to Leonida. All gas, no breaks with it, so you better get in where you're fitting. If we don't cover it, it isn't worth the goddamn airtime. I've been gone 4 days. 4 mother-loving days. And in the past 4 days, we've had PlayStation confirming Wolverine's coming out in September, which now lends even more weight to no more delays to Grand Theft Auto 6, which we all know is coming out in November. We've had rumours flying around about certain artists and whether or not they'll be on the radio. And now there's talks on whether or not any of the so-called leaked information we've had in the past 12 months is actually legit. Is Rockstar purposely leaking out fake information to weed out insider rats over at Rockstar Games? Don't forget, we had something similar happen, I think it was either last month or 2 months ago, with Marvel and the leaked Doomsday trailers. For anyone that forgot, all 4 trailers got leaked before they were made official, but insiders reported that it could have actually been Marvel themselves that leaked them. Now, obviously they're for different reasons, but could Rockstar really be out here pulling strings from the shadows? Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to give a big old shout out to all the friend brothers for supporting this channel. If you want to join the Campaign Cowboys or the Story Mode Stormtroopers, then click join or follow the link down in the description. Don't be a weasel cheese all your life. Click that subscribe button, and while you're here, you might as well click the like button as well and help MCT out with that bullshit algorithm. We appreciate you knocking boots on Friday. So with that down, let's grab this into me talk and let's give some shout outs. Let's pull up Google here and let's see what we're working with. We got Upper Robin knocking about, Stoner Cat, Binary, Gaming Grenade, WINB. Have I ever said that name before? Ken, remind me what time it is.
It's showtime!
Appreciate it, Big Stepper, Bishop's Gameplay, Blind Fury, The Gecko Craze, Big Man More, 10 Cam. I'll keep going. More, Dexter, what the hell? Dexter Butcher Morgan. Sounds like a lovely geezer. Patrice the One Piece, the friend and brother from the French Lovers. None other than Patrice himself. Kevin VPA is knocking about. Vice Fault, Mr. Bonds, T. Burton, Devon Champion, O'Neill, Scooby, Mercancalis, Joshua Hawkins, Chencho, Danger Mouse, Squashy, Jer Unknown, Christopher Younggun, Vergadon, Carl's knocking about, Space Mix, Ken.
It's showtime!
Right, there's far too many to keep doing shout-outs for. Let's carry on. Oh, saying that, I think I've almost caught up here. Big Scary MC, Big Man Moore's knocking about. What the hell is this now? XYG Corley 6333333333333333335. Kenneth.
It's showtime!
Mr. GTA Man, Ninja Vastos, Gaming Grenade, Blind Fury, Mr. Raul Bautista, Mobrak, and Ninja Vastos knocking about. I think I've come right to the end of this intro. Have I played this out perfectly? Have I? Oh! I've absolutely fucking smashed it. I've nailed that. I've absolutely, don't talk to me on a Friday. I've absolutely nailed that intro. I got all the shout outs done as we came to the end of it. God love MCT on a weekend. Right, look, before we get into it, first of all, what I need to do, Jesus Christ, I'm currently sat here. Wait a minute. Fucking hell, it's like I've not streamed in about 10 years, man. Right, okay, let me just readjust my position here because we want to quickly address the elephant in the room. MCT, where have you been? People thought MCT had turned into a statistic in the past 4 days. No one knew where he was. Is he still with us? Is he now part of the dust realm? Let me just get this off me a second. Fucking hell. I've got a huge jumper on and I don't need it because it's boiling for some reason. Right, okay, so team MCT, where have you been? So for anyone that was knocking boots on Monday, I think you will understand where this is going. On Monday, for anyone who weren't with us, we streamed and I said literally right off the rip, I stopped the intro and said, look, I'm not 100%, I feel like utter arsehole. I feel like shit, so I'm going to get through the stream as quick as I can do, and then we'll be back on Wednesday. I thought it was just going to be a 24-hour bug, but brother, it fucking flatlined me. No joke, man. I've been on the ropes for the past 3 days. It has been, it's been horrendous. That night when I left you on Monday was one of the worst nights I've had in a long time. Worst nights I've had since I got COVID one time, and I only had one bad night from it. And that Monday night that I left you when I streamed, the last time we streamed, that night was... I'm not going to say as bad as the COVID night, because the COVID night was really bad, but it was coming close. I was sweating a bead, I was soaking, I was shaking, shivering, my heart was like racing. I didn't sleep all night. It got to a point where I was worried because I was trying to get to sleep. I was worried that if I end up having a heart attack in my sleep, I'm going to fucking die. It got that bad. I don't want to blow this out of proportion, but it got that bad. So, yeah, that's why you've not seen me for the past few days. There's been no videos, there's been no streams, just because the reality is, man, I've not been able to get out of bed. It has been so bad. But, luckily, it didn't get hold of me. I rose above like a phoenix, like a champion, and I got amongst it. So I want to say a big thanks. I've seen a few messages from a few people. I want to say a big thanks to everyone who's been keeping me in your thoughts. Look, the reality is, man, it's just some little pussy or flu. I shook it off. It lasted a little longer than 48 hours. I thought it would be a 24-hour thing. It ended up lasting about the best part of 3.5 days. But you know what? Backhand like it's nothing. It took a couple of days off me. It took a few days. But now it's in the rear view. And now we move forward. Speaking of moving forward, J-Dog, let's get some music playing this bitch. Thank you very much. Team, it's the weekend. I need to know plans. What are you lot doing? I need to know what you're all up to. And am I invited? Carl, let's start with you. Let's see what we're saying. Hey, MCT, I didn't get to tell you this on Wednesday, but I've just turned 30 on Wednesday. Wow, nice. Got a Cyberpunk and just got back from having fish and chips. I'm doing solid. Oh. Carl, it sounds like you've had a much better week than me, lad. let me tell you something for nothing. Cyberpunk, a birthday, and fish and chips. Oh, brother, you're living it. Right, team, I'm going to scroll down next. I can see that I'm falling behind already, and I can't say thank you enough, man. There is so many top shotter friend brothers in this chat right now. Let's just get amongst. Let's see what I've got in front of me. GT Infinity's knocking about. Good to see you as always, brother. Big Man More, MCT. I've been sick now for about 3 days myself. It's why I've missed some of your streams as of lately. Oh, More, don't worry about it, brother. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to be as rough this week. When I was on Monday, when I was telling you all that I was feeling like really bad, I was just convinced, okay, it's gonna be a 24-hour bug, nothing major. I'll shake it off and I'll be back Wednesday. And man, I was just a shadow of myself. So if anyone has this bug that's flying around, obviously I'm in the UK, I'm in the north of the UK, but I've been speaking to a few people and apparently it's taken a few people down. So if anyone gets it, just tell your boss, look, I'll see you next week, because I'm about to go about 12 rounds. Yeah, man, it was rough. It was rough. Yeah, man. I'm not one for that kind of like if I don't want to sound like over the top, and we'll get into the Grand Theft Auto news in just a sec, but I am one of them fucking morons that if I get ill, I'm like, right, okay, whatever. I'll just take a bunch of vitamins. I'll eat healthy for the next 24 hours. And I'll shrug it off, and I'll just have a sick day. And most of the time, it works out all right. But man, I just could not shake it this week. From Monday, I could not shake it, and it's been stressing me out. But by the sounds of it, it feels like we're back up. We're not. I wouldn't say I'm 100% yet. I'm probably touching around sort of like 85, creeping up to 90. I'll be 100 next week, without a doubt. Also, I told you all something on Monday. I told you all to keep your eyes open this week, because something could have been dropping from Rockstar Games about a March DLC. And nothing's dropped. So, team, first question of the day. Are we getting a March DLC? We got one last year with the Oscar Guzman shit. At this point last year, I'll remind people before I come to the chat. This time last year, the Oscar Guzman DLC had already been leaked by data miners, and it was today, this time last year, the last Friday of February, before we went into March, that Rockstar officially confirmed that the Oscar Guzman DLC was going live in March. And we've had zip, we've had nothing. So I'm quite surprised. I was really expecting them to go out with a bang in regards to this whole Mr. Faber thing. I thought maybe they were going to break down the big finale, the big ending to the GTA 5 online DLCs with like maybe 1 or 2 parts. But by the sounds of it, it's going to be a big summer thing. So, very interesting. I just thought we were going to have something. We might still get something, but they're just leaving it a bit late, aren't they? But, never know, we'll see. Gaming Grenade, either it was the flu or someone sent Agent 47 to slip something in your Centimento tequila. Well, they didn't get the job done, Gaming Grenade. Because I'm still here talking shit. Oh, you softy southerner. Shazzy Dorito, you softy southern bastard. I'm not a southerner, I'm up north, you weasel. He's got his geography wrong. I don't take insults from someone who can't read a map right. Read your map upside down, you prick. Extreme 2 Swagger HD MCT, what do you think the Grand Theft Auto 6 theme song would sound like? I think it will be a modern version of Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Vice City Stories. Then the theme song with the Cuban, Bahamas and Narcos theme to it. Ooh. Tell you what, brother, we got some White Bat audio playing right now. Why don't we turn the White Bat audio up a little bit? Let's try and find you. So, Extreme Swagger asks MCT, what do you think the GTA 6 theme song could sound like? You know what? Let's just go through it. I reckon... Let's see. We got a recent new song from Karl Casey at White Bat Audio. Let me see what Malibu Moon sounds like. It could sound a little bit like this. I'll turn it up. Oh, definitely. Yes. Yep, turn this one up. Come on, Jada. Let's do it. Just imagine this, the Grand Theft Auto 6 loading music, the loading screens. You're installing it, you're waiting for it. Currently sat on 60%, now 61, now 62, and so on. Oh my god. Just take it in for a sec. We are less than 9 months away. J-Dog, turn it up. Who's with me? Who's with me on that? Drop a dub in the chat if you think that that's got the Grand Theft Auto 6 vibe to it. Let me just turn this up a little bit more. Oh, man. Is this going to drop again? Oh, that was nice. Again, I say it every time, but a huge fucking shout out to Karl Casey at White Bat Audio. Every single time I'll shout him out. He's one of the only legitimate synthwave, darkwave, retrowave music artists to this day that puts his music out completely copyright free, royalty free. I've never had an issue with them in my entire life. So please, if anyone is out there and you want some royalty free synthwave, retrowave, vaporwave music, even some metal shit, some hardcore shit, Karl Casey's got you covered. And by the way, I want to make it completely clear, I am not paid at all to promote Karl Casey whatsoever. I just have the utter amount of respect for the guy. Because this music, I mean, J-Dog, turn it up again. It's just ridiculous. He makes it, it's weekly uploads, and he gives it away completely for free. It's ridiculous that he gives it away completely for free. But not only that as well, recently when I was mocking up, for anyone who missed it, I mocked up a version of the Grand Theft Auto 6 loading screens up myself. I think I dropped it last week. Well, it would have been last week because I've been ill this week, but I dropped it last week. And I went through the absolute ringer trying to find music because I didn't just want to use... Because the thing is, because I always use White Bat Audio, I thought, right, okay, we'll change it up a little bit. We'll see if we can get a bit more of a different vibe going on. And I don't know what I was thinking, man. And basically, what I found, I've come across a lot of people, a lot of so-called artists out there, they have music that goes with the Grand Theft Auto 6 vibe. And they'll say something like, oh, your video might get copyright struck, but just ignore it, it's fine. You won't lose any revenue. But yet some of them will say, yeah, feel free to credit us in the description of the video or whatever. But yet people will say you're going to get a copyright strike. Like, you'll literally see it in the comments. People say don't use this music because you'll get a copyright strike. So what I'm thinking is, there are artists out there, so-called artists out there, that will put up a video, put up a piece of music, attach it to a video, put it on YouTube and say, yep, it's royalty free, just credit us. And what they are expecting you to do is use that music on your video. And if it goes like big and it gets like maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 100,000 views or whatever, God say 1 million views, if they then copyright strike it and you're a little bum cheese and you don't know how to like basically go against copyright strikes, they're basically going to screw you over. So again, man, if anyone is looking for music completely 100% copyright free, royalty free, I will continue to say it until I'm blue in the goddamn mask. Karl Casey at White Bat Audio is the guy you need to be jumping on. 100%. Shout out Karl Casey at White Bat Audio every single time. Right, team, let's come to chat. Let's see what you lot are saying. Display, how much of the soundtrack do we know for Grand Theft Auto 6 confirmed? Man, hardly anything. Hardly anything at all. We've got the two songs from the trailers officially confirmed. And then if you listen to trailer 2, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think isn't there 4 different 80s kind of, 90s kind of vibes in the background? Like radio songs that you can hear. So I think we've got, at the moment, officially confirmed maybe, what, less than a handful. What we saying? Maybe 5? I don't know. I've not really kept up to it. But the thing is, like, I don't want people to get confused in regards to saying, oh, MCT, what you're talking about. This artist's come out and said that they're in the game. This artist's come out and said this. This artist's come out and said that. I'm not going off anything until it's confirmed from Rockstar in regards to the music, because there's something I want to bring up, and it's interesting to see if you lot think the same way I do. Do you know how some artists have been going on now for the past year? Like, we had it last year and we've had it at the start of 2026. Artists, when they're doing podcasts or they're being interviewed, some of them have actually said, this song's going to be in Grand Theft Auto 6, or I'm going to be doing some work for Grand Theft Auto 6. Do you think there's a chance that people at Rockstar, like the big wigs at Rockstar, if they see this, do you think there's a chance Rockstar will just pull their music and be like, well, you know, technically you're not supposed to be disclosing any of this shit, and you've just gone on a podcast a year before the game comes out saying your music's going to be involved. So, appreciate you, but we're going to take your song off. Like, do you think there's a chance Rockstar Games would do that? Because look, I'm not part of the music industry. I don't know how it works, but does it not, like, bother you a little bit when you see a few music artists saying, oh yeah, my song is going to be using Grand Theft Auto 6, but yet you've got no confirmation. It's just you're sat there telling me. For all I know, you're just wanting to get a bit of clout. There was a fair bit of it last year. Some of it weren't even getting covered. I can't remember, there was a handful of like rappers and rap artists and hip hop artists in 2025 that all dropped the GTA 6 thing, saying, oh yeah, I've got a song that's going to be in GTA 6, but yet they've not been able to confirm it. So it's kind of like, well, that's not really a confirmed soundtrack. People can make a list of all these rumours and all these artists that say they're going to be in GTA 6, but at the end of the day, if Rockstar Games turns around and says, well, you've been running your dick liquor a year before the game comes out, so I'm just going to pull your song now. Nice one, appreciate you. We might put it in 12 months down the line when we're updating the game, but we're not going to put you in day one. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty interesting if they did do that. St. Kevin's talking about, good to see you, Kevin. MCT, let's talk about how Rockstar sends us on decoy missions with their fabricated leaks. Yeah, so for anyone that missed it, I'll pull it up on Twitter. So, where are we here? So, shout out Reese at Kiwi Talks. He was in a comment thread. I think it was either one of his posts or someone else's posts. I couldn't find the actual post itself, but I could find the string that it was... Sorry, I couldn't find the post it was attached to, but I found a screenshot of the string itself. So someone says, is there any news about Grand Theft Auto 6? Reese says, Rockstar currently is locked up like Area 51. Getting intel is almost impossible for me currently. No one is talking at all about Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, to me, that's a good thing. Because if they are locked down like Area 51 town, that tells me that they are right into... I don't know what kind of terminology, like, I know a lot of people use the terminology like crunch, but I don't think that's the right terminology to use because it's different. That's different to what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is they're now in this final 8 months of where the game's not getting delayed. If Reese is coming out here saying that Rockstar Games is pretty much locked up, no one's talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, no one's talking about anything right now, that tells me that there are a lot of things now that are not in the realm of wiggle room anymore when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. Reading that tells me that if anything was to leak now from Rockstar, it would be 100% in the game. If something came out and something leaked, right, basically, put it this way, I'm going around the Crystal Maze Pit. Let me do the short version. If any little fucking dirt grub or if any little worm hops up on Twitter or Reddit in the next 7 months and drops a leak or drops a rumor, what I need you to do is put a pin in it and make a note of who said it. Because anything that's said now, between now and the next 8 months, to me personally, because they are that close to the game coming out now for them, anything that gets leaked now should be 100% in the game. Because there's no time now for me, unless they delay the game again, which I don't think they're going to do, there is no time now to really pull things. And I'm not talking about, do you know that when people would listen to what I just said then and be like, oh, well, missions were pulled a week before Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Motion capture was still going on 3 weeks before Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about all the leaked information that we've had for the past 2 years. If it's along those lines, in regards to like prawns been cut, or the fueling mechanic, or this or that, if it's big information that gets leaked in the next 8 months, look at it and wait for it. Because I truly believe, man, if anything official gets leaked now, if anything serious gets leaked now, they will not take it out of the game because the game's going to be too big. But that's just my opinion. But the second part is, someone replied to Reese saying, is it true that Rockstar spreads misinformation sometimes to catch leakers? And Reese replied, yes, it is 100% true. So again, shout out Reese, Kiwi Talks. He's basically putting everyone on blast saying, look, just keep your eyes open. Because some of these leaks that are going on right now, for all we know, Rockstar Games have dropped some just to weed out some leakers. And to be honest, right, I'm going to say this now, and I'll come back to chat in a sec, because I can see I've got a shitload of chats to read and I can't say thank you enough. But I give Rockstar Games a lot of shit. But I do not dislike Rockstar Games doing this, because it must be fucking infuriating. If you're working on this game and you've got your whole community saying, oh, we can't wait, we'll pay whatever, we love you, Rockstar, kiss the ring, and then the moment something leaks, everyone just shuts the fuck up and watches it and ruins the game for themselves. It must be so annoying. So I'm down with it, man. If Rockstar Games are putting out bullshit leaks and are laughing at all of us covering it, I'm not gonna lie, weirdly, I kind of take a bit of comfort from that. Because it's almost like Rockstar saying, well, yeah, all you bunch of nerds can be excited for this video game and stuff, and you can all talk bollocks, but the minute a bit of gameplay gets leaked, you're all going to sit there and watch it and ruin the game for yourself. So we're going to put out fake leaks and see who's jumping in the sky for them. And I'm not 100% against it at all. I actually think it's quite funny, personally. D-Man with the 10. Appreciate you, D-Man. Ken, remind D-Man what time it is.
It's showtime!
Seatbelt, bitch!
Appreciate it, Big Cheese. Let's see what we're saying. D-Man with the 10. I want to say I predicted Rockstar selling fake leaks on one of your past live streams. Oh, nice, man. In order to find who was leaking stuff, have you considered an extra guy to help you with your streams and audio? D-Man, I can see you've dropped another 5, so I'll read that before I reply to that. So D-Man again with a 5. I appreciate you, Big Stepper. You've had problems with your audio levels and stream not working, so I think an extra guy would help you a lot. Not saying you have to hire someone. You've had problems with your audio levels and stream not working? What? When have I had problems with my audio level and stream not working? D-Man, have you been watching streams that I'm not aware of? When was... Am I missing something here? When was... Are you talking about when we streamed Grand Theft Auto? When we actually streamed a video game, Grand Theft Auto? D-Man, that's just because I don't stream video games. That's all, man. When it comes to 104.5, I'd like to say I'm on it like... I'm on the ball when it comes to this, because we've been doing this now for well over a year. It's when we're streaming games. It's when I'm streaming Grand Theft Auto. That's the issue that you've got, because you add a new dynamic into it. You've got to bring up the next screen, but you can't see the chat, so you've got to put the chat on a different screen. Then you've got to obviously include your Elgato in and stuff. You've got to make sure your microphone's plugged in to your headphones are plugged into your Elgato. Your audio goes through your Elgato, which connects to your pad. It's a load of bollocks, man. But when it comes to the radio setup that we've got right now, I'm used to this. But I suppose D-Man, I appreciate you looking out for me. But to answer the actual full thing that you're saying here, Have you considered an extra guy to help you with your streams and audio? Oh, I don't even know if I want to fucking get into this bullshit. All right, look, I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible because it's not even that interesting, to be honest. It just pisses me off when I think about it. Okay, so I'm a MCT. This whole thing's a one-man show. All the artwork that you see, the intros that you see, other than obviously the music that's being played, that's Karl Casey at Whitebot Audio. That's the only thing I don't make. Everything else, videos, intros, outros, graphics, images. What you see on MCT is 100% created in-house from MCT. It's a one-man show. It's a one-man band. I run all this shit myself. There has been a couple of times when people have offered to do things for me. Now, I'm going to make it abundantly clear right now when I say this. I've never gone out hunting for people to do stuff for me because I love the idea of doing everything by myself. I love the idea that MCT is something that I've personally created. But there are people out there that have always offered to help me out in certain situations. Now, I don't know if I've just got really bad luck, but I have offered, what's the term? Offered an olive branch to people in the past. People have messaged me privately on Twitter. When we had the Discord up, people were asking if they could message me privately on Discord, and I allowed them. And at the start, it's, oh, MCT, can I do a bit of artwork for you? And it's like, yeah, sure, that's fine, no worries. Like, I need to make it completely clear that I do my own artwork. There's no guarantees I'm going to use it. If it's something that I really appreciate and it's something that I think personally I could use, I'd put it up, and I'd also want to pay that person as well. I always make that clear. If I'm going to use your services, I'd love to at least give you a little bit of something back. And I don't know if it's me saying that, but within the space of a couple of weeks, there's been more than on one occasion, people have turned around and started trying to tell me how to do certain things. And it's like,
okay, this is my fucking channel. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, pussy.
But it's just like, you give someone an inch, and they are trying to all of a sudden plan out the next 5 miles for themselves. And it's like, hold on a minute. This isn't your channel. What's going on here? So, D-Man, to keep it very short, I've never once thought about bringing someone in because I'm happy. I'm happy to be completely 100% on my own. I could even... Oh, man, I could eat... If I'm being completely real, I could probably go in and tell you some of the fucking sponsorships that I've turned down as well because I didn't get a good vibe off them. That's a different conversation for another time. Fucking sponsorships, man. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that bullshit. But look, I've never gone out looking for someone to help me. And that might sound ignorant. I'm really not bothered. I really enjoy what I've done here and I've created myself. Not to blow smoke up my own ass, but I barely give myself any credit anyway. But it does really bug me when I've allowed people, because I don't like people messaging me privately because I've had some really bad experiences with it. So it really bugs me when I allow people to come inside and to message me privately and to give them that opportunity. They're asking for help. I offer them a chance. And honestly, other than maybe one person, I don't think I've had a good experience from anyone offering to give me help for this channel at all. Everyone at some point has always wanted something for themselves or wanted me to change something for themselves to make it easy for them. And it's like, no. Just no. So, D-Man, there's your answer. Look, I went deep in the weeds. I didn't mean to. But, you know, sometimes when things just piss you off. Victor Manuel Vallejo has dropped $1. And that's it, brother. I appreciate it.
It's showtime!
And then D-Man again with a 2. Appreciate it, brother. Think of the extra guy as a co-host. Nah, D-Man, again, man, look, I see where you're going, and I really appreciate you looking out. But I think this is always... I think MCT is always going to be a one-man show. Always. It's not just on YouTube as well, but just privately. I'm such a shut-in. I know I work 5,000 times better when I'm on my own. Like, even when I'm doing collaborations, sometimes I'll do I've done a collaboration with a fair few GTA content creators now, and I always look back at them and it's like, well, I feel as though they didn't really get the real MCT, because a collaboration, the focus is on either the two parties or the several people that are involved. And I enjoy collaborations, don't get me wrong, but because when I'm doing these live streams on my own, the pressure is on me 100%. That's why I think I can just sit here and talk absolute bullshit for 3 hours straight and not drop a dime. But when it comes to like collaborations and stuff, I feel as though there's less pressure on me. So then I kind of feel like I'm out my comfort zone a little bit. So I always want to do this shit on my own. So D-Man, look, I appreciate you. I really do. But yeah, look, unless it's a collaboration with another content creator, MCT is always going to be a one-man band, man. Always. It's the way I like it. Oh shit, I was reading that and I've all of a sudden gone cross-eyed. What's going on here? His name throws me off because I want to read it as Metallica Matt, but it's spelled Metallimat. Metallimat. I'm just going to call him Metallica Matt. Metallica Matt has been a member for 1 month. Holy shit, brother. I appreciate that, big dog.
It's showtime!
Hey, MCT, you feeling better, friend, brother? Ugh, man. I'm feeling a lot better, Matt. Thank you. I am feeling a lot better. I don't know if you missed it at the start of the stream. I did mention at the start of the stream, this week has been a write-off for me, complete and utter write-off. One of the worst nights that I've ever had in my entire life was when I caught COVID. About, what was it, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Man, I was... I was two-stepping it to the grave, good brother. But, yeah, Monday night, when I streamed on Monday... I've already mentioned this, so I'm not going to drag this out again, but when I streamed on Monday, that was one of the worst nights I've had since that COVID night. That was not a good sight, that, man. Not a good sight at all. But, you know, we're better now, and I appreciate the shout out. Sav's knocking about as always. God loves Sav. Your streams are fine, bro. Folks, you are talking to the legend of live production. Don't you dare disrespect this man's hard work. Oh, Sav, I appreciate it. Again, man, look, I know I don't give myself enough credit when it comes to this shit. And I appreciate you all, man. I really do. I really appreciate everyone with the positivity and the kind words and shit. And, you know, the thing is, I've always said, when it comes to YouTube, you know, the first 5 years, they are going to be a learning curve. That's just the reality. So I already see it as a massive bonus that we've got more than 3 people sat here listening to us. You know what I mean? So I'll take it out and get it. But man, I'm being showered with positivity tonight. I don't deserve it at all. Metallica Matt, hey, the Sav Roundtable brought me here. Did it really? Shit, the Roundtable. God, that feels like it was an eternity ago. Is Sav still in here? How long was that Roundtable since? Has it been? Because obviously January and February. Wow, I bet it's been about at least 6-7 months now at this point. God, man, that's flown by. Where does the time go, brother? I swear to God, we're all going to be sat there playing Grand Theft Auto 6 next week. I'm going to blink. And we're going to be watching the trailer for GTA 7. It's going to happen, brother. It's going to happen. D-Man again with a 10. D-Man, that's far too generous, man. You've been dropping some serious donations tonight, brother. Please can we get a massive dub in the chat for D-Man? It's far too generous, man. Don't deserve it.
It's showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes! Yeah! Come on, yeah!
Oh, 6-7.
I'm just saying in the chat, I must have said 6 or 7 months ago. You fucking pricks. D-Man with the 10. I mentioned you've had issues with audio levels too loud or quiet. I'm saying someone you trust. I totally get where you're coming from. People will be people. Maybe someone to check stuff. Love you, man. Oh, D-Man, I appreciate it, brother. I really do. I really appreciate the positivity. And honestly, man, all jokes aside, I really do. It might sound like a bit of a soundbite, but I really do appreciate you actually just giving a shout out and looking out for a brother. I think when it comes to like the radio station stuff, it's not... I don't know what you lot think in regards to the live stream, but this to me now, fucking ironic as he says that, I've just had a Windows security pop up and it shit me up. The notification, I thought the whole goddamn thing had come down. because I've been doing it now for at least a year, I feel as though the radio station, I can't really fuck it up now. Everything's set in place. The audio levels are exactly how I want them to be. The only time the audio level changes is if I sit too close to the mic, which I've kind of taught myself not to do anymore. Or if for whatever reason one day I'm messing with my Spotify audio and I don't realise the Spotify audio is different to the OBS audio. But OBS and stuff, everything's sound. And I'm boring everyone to sleep already. So I'm going to get completely off this right now. But I do admit, when we stream a video game, when we streamed Red Dead last year, and when we streamed Grand Theft Auto 5 last week, because it's a different dynamic and there's like 10,000 wires in front of me and I've got to add a whole new screen to OBS, that can be a bit of a bitch. But what I will say is the Grand Theft Auto 5 stream that we did last week, the audio levels were very, very minimum. The audio for the first time was completely in sync. Every time we've streamed a video game, the audio's always been out of sync, and I fixed that myself. So shove it up your ass, D-man. No. I'm only joking, brother. Right, team. Let's start talking about some GTA shower, because I feel like for the first 40 minutes I've just sat here and talked bollocks and just talked about myself, which you know that I don't like doing. So, if you give me a quick 60 seconds, J-Dog's going to pause that music. I appreciate you, big dog. Give me a quick 60 seconds. I'll go and grab a fresh bottle of Cincinnati tequila. I'll be right back. You lot drop in the chat. Give me your best hot takes. Give me your best conspiracy theories. What have I missed for the past 4 days? And not only that, what do you think we are getting in March? Are we getting jack shit? Are we getting zippity doodah fucking balls? Are we getting nothing? Nada? Are we getting something in regards to Grand Theft Auto 6? Are we getting screenshots? Are we getting cover art? Are pre-orders going live far too early and they should be going live? Are we getting some Grand Theft Auto Online DLC? Where is the DLC? This time last year, the Oscar Guzman March DLC had already been leaked by data miners and had already been confirmed on the newswire. Rockstar Games haven't confirmed any DLC is coming in March. Are you surprised? Let me know what you think in the chat. Give me a quick 60 seconds and I'll be right back.
You do everything in your car, from talking to friends to watching a movie to turning tricks with a coworker. So why should you get out of your car to eat? At Up and Atom, we're from a time when America didn't worry about global warming, cholesterol, or who could vote. Drive into Up and Atom today. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
We all care about the environment, some more than others, especially those of us on the West Coast. But places thousands of miles away have water that is our birthright. We're San Andreas Water and Power. Without our tireless efforts to keep the water and subsidies flowing, San Andreas could dry up like a woman in her 50s. No green lawns, no swimming pools, no lush golf courses in the desert. Sure, you may have to pay the piper sometime, but let's all work together to make sure it's not just yet. San Andreas Water and Power.
You know what's fucking wild, right? The term GOAT, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time. How loose-lipped do we use the term GOAT nowadays? Look at Victor Vallejo over here, right? On that dumb shit. MCT, you're, spelt wrong, you're the GOAT. Same with Sav, Bav, Ducky, Vice, I'm assuming Ducky's Grand Theft Auto Infinity, Vicey, Mr. Come Correct, what's my nickname for Project Nice with it, and Cyberboy 2. How the hell can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creators all be the greatest of all time? Greatest of all time is singular, not plural, it's one. It fucking cracks me up. I see it all the time on Twitter and social media. People saying, oh, these are the greatest of all time. Like, how is it GOAT not? It's fucking not plural. Greatest of all time is one, singular, one person. Actually, you know what? This might be a bit of a weird question, and I don't want anyone to answer me. I've been doing this shit about 2 years, so don't you dare sit there and answer me, you piece of shit. Genuine question right now. I've never asked this in my entire life. Who is your GOAT? And I just want one. GOAT is not plural. I'm not asking for GOATs. I'm asking for GOAT, G-O-A-T. Who is your greatest of all time? Grand Theft Auto content creator. It can be any form of content. It can be playing GTA Online. It can be playing speedruns. It can be doing speedruns. It can be doing story mode. It can be doing RP servers, whatever. Throw some names out, but I just want one. I don't want people to be like, well, I like this person, but I like this person as well. No. Pussy. Hold that. It's a Friday. Greatest of all time, GTA content creator. Drop it in the chat. And if you put my name, I'm going to kick you. Right, J-Dog, let's get some music pumping in this bitch. I'm only joking. If you put my name, I'm going to send you a $5. Metallica Matt with the 5. Appreciate you, brother. You can call me Metallica Matt. Good. I'm glad, because I am. That's what I was like for 15 years until YouTube randomly made me change it for copyright or something. Really? They didn't let you... What? That's strange, isn't it? Metallica Matt. Oh, fair enough. How they copyright struck you? Did you upload a video? Is that how they found you? Oi, brother, you doxed yourself. Right, let's scroll in here. Saying that, Metallica Matt again. I literally woke up one day and had some generic name like user, random bunch of numbers, and I tried to fix it, but it wouldn't allow it, and I found out they started... What? Some useness. Oh, I see. I thought you meant in real life they were doing some of that dodgy shit. Right. Okay, fair enough. Right. Let's scroll down. Let's have a gander here. What's Sav saying? We don't get hamster dick in... What have I walked into here? Who's Sav talking to? We don't get hamster dick in March. I mean, it still cracks me up when I hear Sav using a swear word. We don't get hamster dick in March. I'm a bit scared, but I need more context. What the hell is this goddamn name? Buffant Rhino. Never said that name before in my entire goddamn life. Can you remind Buffant Rhino what time it is on a Friday, Punkcast Trick?
It's showtime!
Appreciate it, Big Stepper. I don't think we are getting jack shit or a gameplay trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 with how big it's going to be. Most things they are going to want to keep... I'm only joking, but I took the piss out of that then. Let me read that again. I don't think we are getting a gameplay trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 with how big it's going to be. Most things they are going to want to keep a surprise, but maybe a trailer through pre-orders. Wow, Rhino. So you don't think there's going to be a gameplay trailer at all? So, Rhino, then, what's your next... So, if trailer 3 drops in May... What's that? May, June, July, August, September, October, and then November. Right, okay, so, Rhino... If you're saying that we're not going to get a gameplay trailer at all, then I'm looking at now, that's 5, 6, that's 7 months from May to Grand Theft Auto 6 dropping. What does that 7 months look like for you if there's no gameplay trailers? Because I think a lot of people are looking at it and being like, well, GTA 5 had 1 gameplay trailer, Red Dead Redemption 2 had 2 gameplay trailers, and I think a lot of people are sat there, me included, thinking there's going to be a minimum of 2 gameplay trailers, because you could have made the same argument for Red Dead Redemption 2. RDR2 didn't have to have gameplay trailers because people were so excited for it. We'd already played Red Dead. So in a way, we kind of understood to a very, very limited degree what the gameplay would have felt like, because we had a reference point, not just with Red Dead, not just with the Grand Theft Auto games before it, but with literally Red Dead Redemption there. So I'm interested to know, if you don't think there's gameplay trailers coming, then what do you think they're going to drop in that 7-month space? I'm not calling you wrong. Don't take it the wrong way. I'm not saying, oh, you're a piece of shit, you got it wrong. I'm just curious, if you don't think there's going to be gameplay trailers, what do you think they're going to drop instead? Because I don't... The one thing I will say is I don't think they will just drop a whole bunch of story trailers. I would be shocked if we don't get 1 gameplay trailer. At least 1. But again, just a theory, just one fan talking to another fan. You know, one gangster talking to another gangster. Just want to know your opinion on some shit. Jeranon, I remember loving Expert Thief's content when Grand Theft Auto 5 launched. Now, and for Grand Theft Auto 6, I know it will be you, Mr. MCT. Jeranon, you little smooth-talking son of a bitch. Mods, don't touch him. Brooks the Rook. What? I've definitely said that name before. Typical gamer. Not bad. GTA Infinity, I wanted to say Quebble Cop, but I think it might be Expert Thief. What? GTA Infinity, what did I just fucking say? Didn't I just tell this chief I just wanted 1 name? And he's come in and disrespected me and put 2. Mods, ban him 5 minutes. T. Burton, I probably watch more RP videos from Bayard from from Bay Area bugs than most Grand Theft Auto content, unless you count the live streams. Who's Vanos? Chazzy Dorito? For me, Chazzy, I think I'm probably going to lean towards you. Vanos, to me, Vanos was that guy. Well, shit, man. The Vanos crew in general. Vanos, Wildcat, H2O Delirious. And man, I even really loved Cartoons. I know Cartoons weren't really that much of a Grand Theft Auto content creator, but because he was connected to H2O Delirious, man, I loved Cartoons, man. I was a huge fan of Cartoons. For me, I think it's the... For me, it's the Vanos crew, but H2O Delirious, I think you can clearly see, has had a big inspiration on MCT. So I think out of all the Grand Theft Auto content creators, I know he probably didn't really stick with it as long as everyone else did, because he was happy to go off and play other shit, which isn't a bad thing. But I would lean towards H2O Delirious. I think if you take it back to when GTA 5 came out and they were all making content and all these content creators were making content at the same time, if you would have asked me the one content creator I would have watched first before anyone else, it would have been H2O Delirious, because I thought he was the funniest guy around. Vanos definitely for me had probably the better editing and probably made the better videos, but I could sit there and have more fun watching an 8-minute H2O Delirious video out of anyone else. Ninja Vasos says TGG. It's a good shout. Vanos beat YouTube with Grand Theft Auto funny moments. Yep, again, it's good. Vanos is a good shout. Expert Thief, Chadoy. Let me just scroll up here. Let me see if anyone else has said any others. The Professional, good shout. Expert Thief, Subscribe for Tacos. Man, I love Subscribe for Tacos. I really do. How the hell has that guy not got to 1 million subscribers yet? So when you look at Subscribe for Tacos channel, right, he is doing everything. If anyone, right, South said Mr. Boss for the win. Mods kick him. I'm going to be real with you. I've spoke about Subscribe for Tacos before now, how much I really, really like the guy. I don't even think he even knows that I exist. But if you look at Subscribe for Tacos channel, if there is anyone out there giving YouTube advice, they are telling you to do exactly what Subscribe for Tacos does. He uploads regularly. He uploads good content. And he's consistent. His thumbnails are colourful. And he's genuinely not a dick. He's not reactionary. He doesn't react to people. He doesn't start a beef with anyone. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets to at least 1 million subscribers. But I'm just shocked, man. When you see the level of content Subscribe puts out and he's not at 1 million yet. Am I missing something? Ridiculous. But I think within the next 12 months, Subscribe, if he's not at 1 million, he'll basically be there. And good on him as well, man. I'm a really big fan of him. Really big fan of him. D-Man with the 2 again. Appreciate you, D-Man. You're being far too generous tonight, brother. Not 6, but did you see the new Lego Batman trailer? Oh, yes, I did. I retweeted it on Twitter. I don't really like using Twitter. I definitely don't like mentioning stuff or retweeting stuff on Twitter. But I retweeted it. I think I made a joke saying something like Crimson Desert this, Grand Theft Auto 6 that, Lego Batman game is going to sweep 2026, because the new trailer obviously takes the piss out of the scene from the original Batman film with Michael Keaton, what's his name, Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, one of the best Jokers of all time, Jack Nicholson. That scene's so good with Prince playing in the background. Yeah, dear man, I watched it. I thought it was really cool. I'm so looking for, man, honestly, I cannot tell you. I can't put into words how excited I am for that Lego Batman game. Like, I'm ridiculously excited for that game. Ridiculously excited. Upper Robin, what were those 2 numbers you just said, MCT? Did I just say 6-7? I don't fucking know, man. I ain't got a clue. Is 6-7 still going? Is that still a joke? I don't even know anymore. Am I a joke? I think I'm more of a joke than 6-7. Best Buy Brian, box art and pre-orders in May. Trailer 3 in late June, early July. Really? You think we're going to get box art and pre-orders before Trailer 3, and you think Trailer 3 is going to drop June or July? Brian, you aren't really a million miles off, to be honest. Brian, you've really brought me back down to earth there, brother. really back down to earth. Because my theory for a long time has always been that we're going to get Trailer 3 next. But I keep forgetting. Pre-orders. Oh, fuck! Pre-orders are going to have to go live before Trailer 3, aren't they? Am I right in saying that? Pre-orders are going to have to go live before Trailer 3, aren't they? Because it's not going to be a case of Trailer 3 shadow drops. And then they go, alright, by the way, you can pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Like, what? No, they will have to announce it. It's a big thing. I know pre-orders, when you look at it in black and white, big pre-orders aren't really a big thing anymore because you can literally get the game digital on day one. You don't have to pre-order the game anymore. It's not like you're not going to be able to get a copy. But pre-orders are a big thing for the investors, especially for Take-Two, because those are numbers that they can look at and they can show investors and be like, look, this is the money that we're predicting already just off pre-orders alone. So pre-orders are a big thing to the big wigs. So pre-orders, look, at the very least, Rockstar are going to have to make an announcement before Trailer 3 that pre-orders are going to be going live at some point. There's no way they're going to shadow drop pre-orders with Trailer 3. I keep forgetting that, bastard. Horrible content creator. Why are you lot subscribed to me? Shocking. You should all unsubscribe. Click the unsubscribe button right now or mods are going to kick you all. Mods, you too. Kick yourself and then unsubscribe. Oh, fuck, man. I always forget about that. Right, so what do we reckon then? If Trailer 3 is going to drop round that earnings call, we could... Oh, fuck it out, man. I don't want to say this and get clipped up like a waste man, and all of a sudden people start running with some bullshit. But, legit, man, there's a chance that pre-orders could end up coming in April. Oh, no! Oh, fill the bottles of copium because I said it. Oh, shit. Oh, the GTA community is going to be coming after Mr. Old MCT. Oh, fuck. I said it. I'll stand on business. If Trailer 3 is dropping around that May earnings call, then pre-orders, at the very minimum, we're going to get an announcement in April. Because pre-orders have to go live before Trailer 3. You can't drop Trailer 3 at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday and go, alright, by the way, you can pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Like, it's not going to happen. They will either announce it or they will drop pre-orders before that, won't they? Oh, God. I don't know. I've been wrong before. That's all I'm going to say. I've been wrong before. Oh, God. Right, let's scroll and let's try and catch up here. Let's see what you lot are saying. Godzilla the real one. Don't think I've ever said that name in my entire goddamn life. Ken, remind that punk bitch what time it is.
It's showtime!
Oh! Appreciate a big stepper. Do you like Back on Boulevard? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are Back on Boulevard the geezers that rocked up to Rockstar North and was recording them asking people when they were going into the building? I didn't like that video. Me personally, I didn't have any respect for that video at all, and I made that clear. When people were actually like bringing that into the light, I was one of the content creators that were like, look, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to give them the platform. It felt though as though they were doing that because they knew people were going to make videos on it and they were basically going to make a name off it. I thought it were a bit shady, to be honest. But I'm also someone that sits there and goes, you know what? Sometimes people can have really bad ideas and not realize how fucking dumb they might look after they've done it. So I don't know, man. Do I like Back on Boulevard? I don't know him. I don't know him. The only thing I know him for is that one video. So, off the basis of that one video, I don't like that video. I don't respect that energy. Don't expect me to be doing any collaborations with him anytime soon. But, at the same time, that's one video from him. So, and it was a while ago, man, so who knows? Do they do GTA content? Do they still? Honestly, man, other than that one video, this isn't trying to be disrespectful. Like, I'm no one in the space at all. But I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. I've not seen their content pop up on YouTube or TikTok or anything else since that. So if they're still making GTA content, then, you know, if they can get back on track and they can stop with the bullshit, then go for it. But that's the only thing I know them for. And it was a video that I didn't respect. So if that answers your question, you can take that to the bank, good brother. Best by Brian, I watched a lot of Achievement Hunter when they played Grand Theft Auto 5. Jeff, Gavin, Michael, and the rest. I didn't really watch much of Achievement Hunter, to be honest, Brian, so I'll take your word for it. JSR Radio. MCT, do you think they will shadow drop the trailer? Oh, do I think they'll shadow drop what? Trailer? Obviously, you talk about trailer 3, aren't you? Do I think they'll shadow drop trailer 3? It's... I think they will. But it's the fucking pre-order. It's the pre-order thing, man, that's doing my head in. Right, okay, if it weren't for pre-orders being attached to trailer 3, I would say yes. They'll just shadow drop it like they did with trailer 2. I made the case, even before trailer 2 dropped, they are not going to announce every single goddamn screenshot and every single trailer that we got just because they announced trailer 1. Trailer 1 had to have the announcement because it was literally fucking trailer 1. You know, everything else that comes after it doesn't need an announcement. But out of all the media that's going to drop in the next 8 months, there is one thing that they do want to have some form of structure around. And it's pre-orders. So, my prediction could be Rockstar Games might tweet something out in April and say pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6 are going to go live on... Let's bring up the calendar a quick second. Let's put the calendar. Where are we? February, March, April, May. So let's say the earnings call is either the week of Tuesday the 5th. So it can either be Tuesday the 5th or Thursday the 7th or Friday the 8th, the earnings call. Or it could be the 12th, the 14th or the 15th or the 13th being a Wednesday. Let's say they say to you, pre-orders are going to go live Monday, the 4th of May, right? I would be expecting trailer 3 to technically shadow drop the following Tuesday on the 5th. With the earnings call possibly being either Wednesday the 6th, Thursday the... Oh, 6, 7. Thursday the 7th or Friday the 8th. Possibly being closer to the trailer than if not. So yeah, that's my prediction. I've taken you to the Crystal Maze for that. I've gone the long way around, so let me try and articulate that a little bit better. Do I think trailer 3 will shadow drop? Yes. But I don't think pre-orders will shadow drop. So I think they'll announce that pre-orders are going to be going live and you'll be able to pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 on either Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th, Monday the 11th, or Tuesday the 12th. And the following day, trailer 3 will drop. And that'll be the day, or the day after will be the day for the May earnings call. And the earnings calls normally happen in the first 2 weeks. That's why I'm saying Monday the 4th, Tuesday the 5th, Monday the 11th, or Tuesday the 12th are the 4 days you should be looking at. So if anyone wants any dates that they should really be kind of looking forward to, if we pull it up to the back of April here, I reckon you're looking at April, you're looking at Tuesday the 28th, Wednesday the 29th, Thursday the 30th, Friday 1st, and then you're looking at Monday 4th and Tuesday 5th. I think something happens in those dates. But that's just my little waste man theory. Just my little waste man theory. The Sav official Grandos asked you about a collab. Scroll up. Oh, did he really? Look at Sav. Look at Sav. Helping the follow friend brothers out. Grandos just won an MCT. You want to do a live stream chat with me? Hey, Grandos, you've got 700,000 subscribers. Oh, hey, get him on fucking Discord right now. No, Grandos, man, I really appreciate it. I really do. I've not done a collaboration for a while, really. I'm just holding off for collaborations at the moment. I've said this to a bunch of other content creators. Man, I think all the content creators that have asked me for a collaboration in the past 2 months just think I'm being an ignorant bastard. I swear to God I'm not. I'm just kind of holding off with collaborations at the moment just because I feel as though collaborations will be better for the community when there's more to talk about. I think if we do collaborations with GTA content creators, me included now, we're all just going to be talking about all the same shit we've been talking about for the past 5 months. We're going to be talking about stuff we've already got, and then we'll just be making predictions going forward. So I think the time for collaborations is probably when Trailer 3 drops, or when the marketing starts. So, Grandos, I'm not saying no, but I reckon we should just put a pin in it for now, and if you want to do a collaboration, we could do one later on down the line. Because I know I'm going to be doing more collaborations with the content creators later on. But at the moment, just because the space is quite quiet, I feel as though we should just save it. So we'll put a pin in it and then we'll come back to it. But I appreciate you, brother. But we'll talk some turkey and we'll get amongst it. Upper Robin, Trailer 3 and pre-orders will come on June. I'm not doing any more copium. I've learned my lesson. Hey, that sounds like a very smart man right there. Danger Mouse, April 1st. I need more context on that. You can't just come in and say April 1st. April 1st for what? Your nan's birthday? Your dad's left toe removal? Trailer 3? Like, Danger Mouse, what are we talking here, brother? Juror Unknown, yeah, I think they are going to reveal the cover art before anything else. Late April, cover art, then pre-orders and trailer early May. Yeah, The thing is with me as well, I got it dead wrong. I always thought the cover art for Grand Theft Auto games and Red Dead games always dropped with pre-orders, and I was wrong, man. Apparently, going off what other people have said, Trailer 3 drops with pre-orders and the cover art normally comes after that. Now, I didn't know that. I always thought the cover art had to be made public before pre-orders because that is the image on the pre-orders. So I was a bit taken aback when I heard that I was wrong. So that's when I say when I've been wrong before. Castronova, why not pre-orders and Trailer 3 at the same time? Second buffet? Second buffet? Why not pre-orders and Trailer 3 at the same time? Well, Kestra, that's thing that I've been working around for a while, thinking that Trailer 3 and pre-orders would drop, but I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but the thing is, when Trailer 3 drops, it always says at the end of the trailer, pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Not pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 next week or in 24 hours or whatever. It's pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Which, not Grand Theft Auto 6 now, sorry. Like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead, whatever. Pre-order it now. Now, I've not got the numbers in front of me, but that tells me that every time Trailer 3 drops, pre-orders are already live. So, I don't know. Look, maybe pre-orders go live the minute they drop that trailer. I'm not too sure, but it's that thing, man. Like, visually on that Trailer 3, it's going to say at the end of it, pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Can you imagine, I don't think it's going to happen, but can you imagine if the same thing that happened with Trailer 1 happened with Trailer 3, where it got leaked beforehand, but you couldn't pre-order the game? So let's say Trailer 3 is supposed to drop on the Tuesday, and it gets leaked the Monday, and people are watching it, and it says pre-order now. Some fucking douchebag has basically said, oh, guess what? Not only is Trailer 3 coming tomorrow, but you're also going to be able to pre-order the game tomorrow. So that's why I just think it's hard for someone to actually leak out when pre-orders are going to go live. So I think that's something they can really control. And we all know, out of all the shit that's been going on with Grand Theft Auto right now, what's the one thing we know Rockstar Games love to do? They love to control their own promo, their own shit. So I think pre-orders will drop just before Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 3. That's why. But again, I could be wrong. Royalty 9879, my prediction is pre-orders just before the earnings call and Trailer 3 in May 26th, the original release date. Yeah, a lot of people are hovering around May 26th, aren't they? A lot of people are hovering around May 26th. I mean, you're not wrong, Royalty. I mean, the only thing, and I think I've said this, I think I have said this on a past live stream, so apologies if I sound like a broken record, but does no one else think that would be a really fucking bonehead move? If you have the earnings call at the moment with the stock the way it's been, and you drop your biggest stock rocket after your earnings call, I don't think that makes any sense. Plus, not that as well. It's the Q4. It's the final earnings call of the fiscal year. This is the first time you're obviously going to be giving the reports for the final, for the end of the year, but you're also going to be talking about the predicted numbers going forward into the fiscal year that has Grand Theft Auto 6 in it. What would be the point in having trailer 3 ready to go and dropping it a week or two after the earnings call? Why not drop it before the earnings call and you build the hype up like they did with trailer 2? For anyone that forgot, they delayed Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Friday. They dropped trailer 2 on the Tuesday, and I think that was either the week or the week before the May earnings call. I think it's such a smart idea to drop a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer before an earnings call, because it boosts your stock and it brings it puts a happy face on those investors, because that's all Take the Piss are bothered about. They're not bothered about the game, they're just bothered about money and profit. So I don't think it really makes a lot of sense for them to just miss the earnings call. But again, look, I don't work at Take the Piss Interactive, I don't work at Rockstar Games. This is just coming from a fan. But honestly, like, really, would that make a lot of sense? You could literally skyrocket your own stock just before the final earnings call of your fiscal year, and you choose to ignore it and hold off. Like, what for? I'd go so far to say, if we get to the day of the earnings call in May and trailer 3 hasn't dropped, I would be really gutted, because I would start convincing myself that trailer 3 is not coming till kind of August time for the next earnings call. I would be really wounded if trailer 3 doesn't drop around May's earnings call, because then I would be like, holy shit, this thing's not coming out till the next earnings call. But again, hope that doesn't happen. Upper Robin with a 5. Appreciate you, Robin. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Do you think the base game on the consoles will look as good or better than Grand Theft Auto 5 with RTX and graphics mods? Wait, what? Do you think the base game on the consoles will look as good or better than Grand Theft Auto 5 with RTX and graphics mods? Upper Robin, I'm going to be completely real with you. No. And I think a lot of people might be a little bit confused with the answer that I've just given. What? You don't think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to look better than Grand Theft Auto 5? Read his fucking message. The deck, Upper Robin has just stacked the deck against me. Do you think the base game on the consoles will look as good or better than Grand Theft Auto 5 with RTX and graphics mods? No. Upper Robin, forget the whole idea of Grand Theft Auto 5 is a 13-year-old game bullshit. Grand Theft Auto 5 with RTX and graphics mods looks absolutely ridiculous. And you're putting that up against Grand Theft Auto 6 on base PlayStation 5 or base PlayStation or base Xbox X, or Xbox S or whatever, which by the way apparently Xbox S is actually getting done over by Switch 2. So all them jokes I've been saying to people saying don't get Switch 2 for Grand Theft Auto 6, yeah, I might have to reel it in a little bit. Jesus Christ, man. If you're an Xbox fan right now, are you not crying your eyes out? What a shit week. But no, I'm not a graphics guy anyway, so I'm not really into that shit regardless. So this isn't really a conversation for me. But to answer your question the best that I can do, when Grand Theft Auto 6 first drops, it's going to look absolutely ridiculous. It's going to be brilliant. But at the same time, it's got a lot to handle. There's gonna be a lot of processing shit that it's got to handle. Your PlayStation 5 base is probably gonna be able to run that shit very, very well with hardly any issues. But we don't know yet. We really don't know. We don't even know what size Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be yet. Has PlayStation 5 base handled a game this big yet? I don't know. I'm not the guy to ask about that. But I think if you take Grand Theft Auto 5 that has already been enhanced by Rockstar themselves, you do the RTX and graphics mods, I think you could make Grand Theft Auto 5 look better than Grand Theft Auto 6 on day one. But long term, it's no contest. No, long term, Grand Theft Auto 6 will eventually overshadow that shit without a doubt. But RTX and graphics mods, that I feel as though there's not really a comparison there. Like you say, you're saying, do you think a game that's going to come out on launch is going to look better than a game where people have literally modified it to look incredible? You know what I mean? But again, look, that's coming from someone who doesn't play games on PC. So I could be whistling Dixie. Metallica Matt, I don't think anything happens on May 26th. I think people are clinging to that date because they think they picked that date for a reason other than to release the game. Yeah, Metallica Matt, I do agree with you. Not trying to shit in anyone's hopium copium. But not saying that, if you think something's coming on May 26th, then if anything, I'm getting you more excited because I'm saying something's coming before that. Look, put it this way. If you think something's coming on May 26th, I'd be slightly positive that something's coming before it, because if they feel like dropping something on May 26th, it makes sense to me personally to drop something before it, because the earnings call will be before it. Let me end this the easiest way I possibly can do. The most black and white comparison I can give you, or example, maybe not a comparison game, but the black and white example I can give you. Take the Piss Interactive and Rockstar Games would rather drop Trailer 3 either before or on the day of the earnings call than drop it on May 26th. And that's all I need to say about that, I think, personally. Mr. Bond, secondly, if you do predict how much of the final... what? Secondly, if you to predict how much of the final in-game map is currently missing from the... Oh, in the mapping project, what percentage you reckon it would be, speaking about landmass? If you were to predict how much of the final in-game map is currently missing from the mapping project, what percentage would it... Look, I don't think they're a million miles off the mapping project. Definitely not, brother. Especially like if you're just looking at land mass in general, I really don't think they're too far off. But I've not really deeped the mapping project. I don't know exactly where they've got their structure from. I think they've got a lot of coordinates and they've built a lot of geography around the leaks from 2022. Now I obviously didn't deep those leaks in 2022, so I don't have those coordinates, so I couldn't map them out for myself. So I'll take the mapping project's word for it. They're doing the Lord's work over there. Shout out the mapping project. But no, I definitely don't think they're a million miles off, without a doubt. But it's just, I've said this numerous amount of times, that there's just one big reason why I don't really cover much of the mapping project. Because other than the leaks in 2022 and what they've got to go off with Trailer 1 and Trailer 2, and obviously the screenshots, we've not really got anything official from Rockstar Games that tells us about the geography of the map. So they can go over there and do all that shit, that's fine. And I'm looking forward to when they get more information, like maybe from a gameplay trailer or something, or when Trailer 3 drops or whatever. But as of right now, I just look at it and go, yeah, they're doing a great job over there. I'll leave them to the devices for now, because they know more about the geography about Grand Theft Auto 6 than I do right now. They're deep in the weeds with that shit. White Star. For Red Dead Redemption 2, Trailer 3 was in May, with pre-orders in June. Maybe if we get another website info dump, wait, what? For Red Dead Redemption 2, Trailer 3 was in May with pre-orders in June. Wait, hold on a minute. I'll stop the phone. Stop. Jason, J-Dog, pause the music cassette, because I've been saying for months that Trailer 3 drops with pre-orders attached. White Star, you're telling me right now that Red Dead Redemption 2, Trailer 3 didn't have pre-orders attached to it? Is that right? Can someone confirm that? I might have to go and confirm that myself. I'm gonna go on Google it. I swear to God, if I've got this wrong, I'm gonna be fucking fuming. Did Red Dead Redemption 2 have pre-order? Oh, I can't say pre-orders attached to fucking Trailer 3, can I? Did Red Dead Redemption 2 Trailer 3 announce pre-orders, Mr. Google? Yes, the third official trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2, released on May 2nd, 2018, heralded The opening of pre-orders. The trailer's release coincided with Rockstar Games announcing special editions. This is the trailer. Oh, right, so you're talking shit then. Who was it who fucking put it in the chat then? Let me just scroll back up here. Who's just done me it? White Star, you've got it wrong, lad. For Red Dead Redemption 2, Trailer 3 was in May with pre-orders in June. So you're talking bollocks, aren't you? January, March, April, May, June. What? Did pre-orders for Red Dead Redemption 2 start after Trailer 2? Trailer 3? What? I don't want to watch the trailer myself because I don't want to... Hold on, can I do this? Oh, shit. Hold on a sec, it's kicking off in my headphones. I don't think you'll lot be able to hear that. Right. Hold on a sec. I've got Trailer 3 up now. So I'm just going to scroll down to the back end of it. Pre-order now. That was May. Fucking, where is he? Where is he? White Star, you piece of shit. You've proper clickbaited me there, lad. For Red Dead Redemption 2, Trailer 3 was in May with pre-orders in June. I've literally got the trailer in front of me right now. Trailer 3, at the end of Trailer 3, I'll go to it. It says Red Dead Redemption 2, October 26, 2018, pre-order now. And that was the 2nd of May. So, you were lying, motherfucker. You lying ass little bitch. He's done me. He's absolutely baiting me there. Either he's got it wrong or he's just tried to wind me up. Look, brother, it's okay. We all make mistakes. It's fine. Oi, we've all been there. I've made plenty myself. But don't you ever come into this fucking chat again without triple checking the shit that you're going to drop in. Because I'm that thick. I will believe you. Shocking behaviour. Jared, no, an MCT, kind of random question, but have you seen Salco 505 videos? Not only that, lad, I'm in a fucking Discord server with him. He works on the mapping project and makes very interesting, highly insightful videos. Yeah, man. Shout out Salco 505. Yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy. Penningham. Like I said, man, I don't really associate myself too much with the mapping project or the guys over with the mapping project, just because I literally just don't want to sit there and be ignorant to the fact of how much work they put into it. So I don't want to come in and be like, oh yeah, well I'm a GTA content creator and I listen and all that, and they're probably sat there like, well, do you understand that we've got over 1,000 coordinates from the leaks in 2022? And I'm sat there with my thumb in my ass, like,
Trailer 3 is coming in May.
Penningham. What do you think about the return of Phil from the third universe from Red Dead Redemption 2? Presidents on the Grand Theft Auto 6 money, but the mentions of real life states such as California and New York in Red Dead Redemption 2. What do you think about the return of Phil from the 3D universe? I mean, first of all, we don't know it's Phil. I understand he calls himself Phil and he looks like Phil. But for all we know, it's just going to be like a tongue-in-cheek joke thing. I'm trying to think if we had any... Did we have any people in Grand Theft Auto 5 that resembled anyone from GTA San Andreas? Can anyone in the chat remind me, other than White Star, by the way, because I don't want any information from White Star ever again. Was there anyone in Grand Theft Auto 5 that resembled anyone from GTA San Andreas the way Phil does in Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2 to the Phil we got in Vice City and Vice City Stories? Because the thing is, it's just we haven't got confirmation yet that it's Phil. And he's also got both arms. For anyone that's played Vice City, when you finish that game, guess how many arms Phil's got? Because he ain't got 2. So, I don't know, man. I've said for the longest of times that I hate the split between the universes. I really wish it didn't exist, because I would love CJ to exist in the same timeline as Trevor, Michael and Franklin and Nico. I would love Roman Bellic to exist in the same timeline as Big Smoke and Tommy Vercetti. But unfortunately, we're told that it doesn't exist. There are definitive lines now between the 3D universe and the HD universe, and I think it sucks. So if I boot up Grand Theft Auto 6 and there's Phil Cassidy right there, who was in the 3D universe and now he's in the HD universe. I don't care what Rockstar Games says. That tells me, right, any characters can be in any universe now. That's it. So either it's a complete tongue-in-cheek joke, which they will reference in the game, or it's just like a weird Easter egg. I mean, look, we've seen that advert from him, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's actually going to be in the game. We've just seen the advert from him. Correct me if I'm wrong, team, but we've seen the advert from Phil at Phil's Ammunition on the TV screen. But that doesn't mean at any point in any mission or any side quest we're going to come across that NPC, a character, that NPC. So for all we know, it could literally just be a TV advert, and it could just be a bit of an Easter egg. And it's like, well, technically he's not really in the game, but there's an Easter egg in the TV. But then again, it's kind of like, why would you put the Easter egg in the trailer? Why wouldn't you let us find it ourselves? I don't know, man. Look, I really don't know. I think it's cool. If that is Phil Cassidy and he's actually going to be in the game and not just like an advert, I think that's cool. And I would really like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they've ever done that before. Other than radio voices, because Laszlo technically was a radio voice in the 3D universe, but he wasn't physical like he was in the HD universe. Right, team, I've been talking bollocks for an hour and a half, and I can't say thank you enough. There's already a shit ton more chats that we need to get through. So, J-Dog, do you want to pause the music 2 secs? Appreciate it, brother. Team, if you give me a quick 60 seconds, I'm going to go and run and fill up the H2O, and your boy will be right back.
The video game of the year.
Roger that, Bravo Sierra. We've got some insurgents killing orphans, and they've got some nerve toxin and a nuke and a random flashback level in which JFK and Castro duke it out on the moon.
Righteous Slaughter 7.
Copy that, Red Leader. Call in the airstrike.
Righteous Slaughter 7. The realistic art of contemporary killing.
How do you kill?
Rated PG. Pretty much the same as the last game.
On that journey to the top, you probably had to make a few sacrifices, including long-term friendships. But in Los Santos, perception is everything, and anything can be bought. You need to make a splash at social occasions and fill your fancy new house with tons of friends. If it's a glamorous occasion, we'll provide models and movie stars. If it's a business function, we'll bring along oligarchs and senior executives. Perhaps you want something a little funkier. We've got Mirror Park hipsters for hire, so you can slip on your skinny jeans and show your alternative side. People of different ethnicities and sexual preferences will mingle and make you look good instead of the desperate, close-minded guy you are. Call Appropriate Associates today.
Right then, let's see what you little mugs are saying. White Star, sorry MCT, I completely misremembered. Brother, don't you dare apologise. It's okay, we're only ribbing you, only winding you up. T-Burton, it got leaked like a week before release, didn't it? What did? What, Trailer 1 or Red Dead Redemption 2? Because I know both did. Guitar Guy Mikey, I'm so curious what his accent is. Are you talking about me or Phil Cassidy? Mine's dirty northern. Phil's like southern, isn't he? I'm trying to think what Phil's accent is. Because who voiced Phil in the originals? Weren't it Gary Busey? I'm going to have to Google that now. I'm sure Gary Busey voiced Phil. Did Gary Busey voice Phil Cassidy? Yes, actor Gary Busey voiced the character Phil Cassidy in video games Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. Who's the guy? I don't know if anyone's clocked this yet. I don't think anyone's thinking about this other than me. Who's the lad from Tokyo Drift, the main actor? I see him in a few things. Lucas Black, who plays Sean Boswell in Tokyo Drift, the main guy in Tokyo Drift. If you go back and listen to trailer 2, do you not think he sounds like him? And obviously he'll be a lot older than what he was in Tokyo Drift now. How old is he now? He's 43 now. Look, I'm not saying it is him, but if you go back and you listen to Phil Cassidy's or just Phil's voice in the trailer, in trailer 2, I think it sounds a little bit like him. Well, that's just me. I've not seen anyone else saying that at all. So that's just MCT's theory, so you can take that however you want it. But Guitar Guy Mikey, it's not Cassidy. Well, it can't be Cassidy, can it? Because he got 2 fucking arms. Extreme 2 Swagger HD Love Fist. Love Fist, I think we're on the radio in... We're Love Fist in the radio on GTA 4. Oh, hold on a minute. Fucking hell, you lot are giving me shit that I'm going to have to Google again. We're Love Fist on the radio in GTA 4. Love Fist is not featured on any radio station in Grand Theft Auto 4. Their music, along with rock station V-Rock, was primarily featured in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. However, a reference to the band exists in GTA 4 via a billboard. So it's just a reference in GTA 4. Yeah, so the point that I was making was, to this day, unless I'm forgetting something, no one has crossed over as a physical character in the 3D universe to the HD universe. Unless I've got it wrong. Whoa. Team, my light just dimmed. I'm trying to think, are we gonna have a blackout out here? 2 secs. Let me turn this off. Maybe the bulb's going in the light in the studio. That was really weird. Do you know when your lights flicker and it's like, oh my god, there's a demon. There's a demon right there. I feel like there's a demon in this room. And yes, I am eating mango. Oh, man. After the week I've had, if anyone gets this flu that I've had and is really under the weather, I can't recommend mango enough. Mango's the one thing I could keep down. I tried so many different foods because I was starving. And nothing, just everything just made me feel really ill. Mango, oh my god. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Chief. Why is Victor Vallejo continuously calling me McTanny? I hate it. I hate it. Victor, I hate it. I hate it. I hate McTanny. That is... I hate it. Call me McTanny again and mods have my permission to kick you for half an hour. Oh god, I hate that name. Metallica Matt, alternate reality Phil Cassidy. I like that. I've seen a few people in the chat come with a theory that it could be Phil Cassidy's son. I don't mind that, but I think that's a bit of a cop-out. It's like, if you're gonna put Phil Cassidy in it, don't put his son in. Just stop being a bunch of pricks and just put Phil in. And put him in them like a prosthetic arm. I think that'd be well funny. But saying that, then you've got to age him up, haven't you? Because what, Phil was already... What do you reckon? Phil was already in like his 30s or 40s in Vice City. And what Vice City was set in the 80s and Grand Theft Auto 6 is set now. He's 30 years older. There's no way he looks 30 years older in that trailer. So it probably is going to be his son. If they do mention like who he is. But it's kind of like, that... For someone who doesn't like the idea of the split between the two universes, that would annoy me. So I'm like, just fucking get rid of the split. Just make it Phil. That would be... Look, don't lie to me right now. As a fan of the Grand Theft Auto franchise, you can't sit here and tell me you wouldn't prefer it to be Phil Cassidy. So just get rid of this split bullshit. Extreme Swagger MCT, the universes are different because Rockstar had to use a different engine after Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories because EA bought the renderware engine that Rockstar used for the third era. Wow. Holy shit, Extreme. I actually did not know that. EA bought the renderware engine. Holy shit. Legit, but I did not know that at all. That's... Wow. That's mad. If that's true, I'll take your word for it. EA bought the renderware engine that Rockstar used for the third... Wow. Fucking hell. Fair enough. I generally didn't know that at all. Did not know that whatsoever. That great company EA, by the way. I thought one of the big reasons they wanted to do a split in the universes was because of the maps. I don't know who told me that. Someone told me that last year. Apparently one of the biggest reasons for the split in the universe is because when they were going to go back to Liberty City with Grand Theft Auto 4, they knew they were going to give us a bigger better version of the map, and they didn't want people to basically look at it and be like, well, the Liberty City in Grand Theft Auto 3 is the same Liberty City in Grand Theft Auto 4, but for whatever reason, the one in 4 is a lot bigger. That's what I got told anyway, but I could be wrong. It sounds like, to be honest, brother, it sounds like your explanation is a lot better than the one I got given. GTA Infinity, I think the HD and 3D universes are a grey area. Jason wears a V-Rock t-shirt and a Grove Street, and Grove Street is also in Grand Theft Auto 5, so I think it's just a major grey area. They can make 3D canon in HD whenever they want. Yeah, but didn't Rockstar confirm years ago that there is a definitive split? GTA Infinity, I'm convinced, man, Rockstar actually said it themselves. That the two don't exist. And anything you do see crossover, it's just reference and Easter eggs. Because that's all we've got. Like, there is that poster in Grand Theft Auto 4, isn't there, where it looks like CJ is on the poster, and then Grand Theft Auto 5, there's that Most Wanted book, and it looks like CJ's on the front cover. But it's just all reference and Easter eggs. So, yeah. Look, again, you're speaking to someone that really, really hates the idea of this definitive split. If you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, like I was watching the panel that had Ned, Steven, and Sean, basically Trevor, Michael, and Franklin, and they were also with the voice actor of CJ, and I can't remember his name. But what's his name? Is it Young Melee or something? I bet I've definitely butchered that. Who voiced CJ in San Andreas? Christopher Bellard, better known as Young Melee. Oh, I absolutely nailed it, by the way. So it was Young Melee. And he was on the stage with them. And I was sat there and I thought, man, I am so gutted because these four would probably love to work together at some point. But because of this bullshit split between the 3D and the HD, it's just not going to happen, is it? How cool would it be? Man, just picture this for a second. It's not going to happen, but how fucking sick would it be? We're all hanging on for this finale DLC, this final DLC in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, right? And we already know that Michael's come back. Michael's been roped into it with Mr. Faber. Can you imagine if Mr. Faber has got all the connections in Los Santos and he's making Michael's life hell, and Michael's like, I've rung some friends up. And then the door goes. And some music kicks in. I don't know what music it is, but some music kicks in. And he opens the door. You open the door, your character. And there's Trevor and Franklin, and they stood shoulder to shoulder. And that's the pop. And, you know, as you as a Grand Theft Auto fan, you're like, man, this is cool. And then Franklin goes, I hope you don't mind, but I brought someone else as well. And Trevor and Franklin split, and CJ comes walking forward. Oh, shit. Here we go again. I mean, I wouldn't want that line of dialogue because I think that's completely cheesy. But how fucking sick would that be? This community, this fan base that Rockstar Games have created around Grand Theft Auto, you collectively would all lose your fucking minds if you played that shit and it hadn't been ruined for you. Unfortunately, the minute it happens, it goes all over social media and it probably ruins it for anyone that hasn't played it day one. But regardless, man, can you imagine you're sat there, you're playing it, it hasn't leaked, no one's leaked it or anything, and CJ just comes walking into Grand Theft Auto 5. I know for me personally, I'd lose it. I would go fucking nuts. I'm like, this is the best game ever made. Oh man, that's why it would be so. It just is so shit in it. It's so shit that the split exists. So crap that it exists. Ah, dear me. Pentagon, what if at the end of Grand Theft Auto 6, Franklin, Michael, Trevor, Nico, CJ, Tommy, Claude, Arthur, and John come through a portal and Michael says to Jason, oh god. I thought you were going to say that stupid joke that everyone says where it's like, what are we, some kind of Grand Theft Auto? I fucking hate that joke, man. I saw it so much last year. If no one makes that joke again, for the rest of time, I'm fine with it. Upper Robin, just because Rockstar said the universes aren't connected at some point doesn't mean they're going to stick to it. Yeah, Upper Robin, you're probably right. Yeah, even though that they said it and the universes definitely don't connect, they're probably not going to stick with it, you're right. Upper Robin, man, I wish I could be as oblivious and as positive as you are. But unfortunately, I see it for what it is, man. The split's right there. It's right fucking there. The universes don't connect. And it's a shame, and it sucks them balls. Unfortunately, it's the way it is. Adam X78, the explanation I gave you about the maps changing would confuse people is literally the explanation Rockstar gave back in the day. Yeah, that's what I got told. I got told one of the biggest reasons why the universes don't connect, the 3D universes and the HD universes don't connect, is because of the difference in the maps. Which I think I know it was different back in the day because they didn't know how big Grand Theft Auto was going to become, especially with online. So you're really thinking about the time between San Andreas and GTA 4. But you look at it now, man, I really don't think a lot of the fan base would be that bothered. I think the fans would be more excited at the possibility of old characters coming back into the fold in upscaled versions of the franchise. Like, honestly, you find me one Grand Theft Auto fan that's, oh man, I'm so happy that these universes are divided. I'm so happy there's a split. I'm so happy that CJ can't show up in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, no, fuck that. Miss me with that shit. If you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto, man, you really, really hate the split in the universes. Karl, holy shit, that would rule, but we'd need to get CJ's OG voice actor back. Well, that's what I'm saying. Young Melee, the voice actor, he was on stage recently with the voice actors of Grand Theft Auto 5, so clearly he's got a good working relationship with them. Am I right in saying isn't he related to Sean Fontino as well, the guy who voiced Franklin? I could be wrong, I'm sure I've heard that before. So I don't think there's any reason why they wouldn't want to bring Young Melee back, or why Young Melee wouldn't want to come back. But again, unfortunately, it feels like we're talking to the void for now. Exodus, Rockstar's collecting old characters like Infinity Stones. Huh. I wish they were, brother. I don't think they are going to at all because of this split. McGluffy's back in about. Good to see you, brother. Adam X78. It's not one of the biggest. It's the only reason. It's not one of the biggest. It's the only reason. Well, apart from what, Adam, apart from what, let me just scroll up here. Where is it? Apart from what Extreme Swagger said before, the universes are different because Rockstar had to use a different engine after Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories because EA bought the renderware engine that Rockstar used for the third era GTA games. I don't know, man. That sounds like a pretty decent reason to me. That sounds like a very convincing reason to me. But, again, what the fuck do I know? Exodus Tony Vassetti returns in Grand Theft Auto 6 absolute cinema. I know you're saying it as a joke, and you know, I get it, man. But I really don't think I'd want Tommy Vassetti back. Well, the biggest reason for me would be because obviously Ray Liotta sadly isn't with us anymore. And it wouldn't feel right if we had someone else voicing him. And if they tried doing that dodgy AI voice, no, miss me with that shit. I don't need that at all. Old Moldy Bread. I never said that name before in my life. Kenneth, do your thing and remind me what time it is.
It's showtime!
Oh, you can't forget the 3005, by the way. Yeah, they cousins, bruh. They cousins, bruh. Are they actually cousins? Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. Old Mold Bread. 3005. Sawad Hossein. Yes, he is his cousin. Oh, forget. Alright, okay, Jesus Christ. Looking through chat, apparently I missed out the fact that it was common knowledge that they were cousins. I think I actually did know that. I just forgot. Adam X78, yes. Okay. I'm fucking bored now, aren't I? Scooby Dooby, I'll be playing Crimson Desert MCT. How about you? When it drops? Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, with Crimson Desert, man, you lot have been piping up and talking about and licking the rim and sucking the shaft and working the balls of Crimson Desert in this chat for months. MCT, are you playing Crimson Desert? MCT, have you checked out Crimson Desert yet? And every time I've been like, oh, it looks alright, but I've not really deeped it, to be honest. Well, I've deeped it in the past week, man, and the game looks fucking sick. It looks really good. I will admit, it's not a game I would personally gravitate towards. If you put Crimson Desert next to Samson, I would more likely play Samson over Crimson Desert, because I really like my realistic real life setting. You know, obviously I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan, but Crimson Desert just looks too good not to get on day one, man. It just looks fucking ridiculous. And the one thing I do like about it as well is all through the gameplay trailers and shit that I've seen and what have you, I've not seen the typical bullshit 8-legged monster freaks that you've got to deal with. I hate it, man, when you're watching a gameplay trailer and you're like, okay, this looks pretty cool, and then the same NPC villains are just scuttling after you. Straight away I lose interest. I'm like, oh god, not again. So yeah, at the moment everything looks good for Crimson Desert right now. I'm a little worried with Crimson Desert, if I'm being honest. I think the bar's being set too high. I'm getting a little worried. Like, people were talking about Crimson Desert, like, what, 2-3 months ago? Let me just move them away from this microphone a little bit. People were talking about Crimson Desert 2, 3, 4 months ago or something, and it was, this game looks pretty cool. Now it's got to the point where people are saying, this is a contender for Game of the Year.
Oh my god, brother, did you really just say that?
So, look, I'm interested. I'm gonna get it day one. I'm looking forward to it. It looks really good. But I hope, for the love of God, I hope that it hits the ground running. Because if this thing's got problems, if this thing's got performance issues, people are going to shit all over it. So hopefully it doesn't. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Best by Brian, the split doesn't bother me in the least. The maps are different, the humour is different, it's from a different time. Once HD hit, it was literally a different universe to me. Nah. I do get where you're coming from, Brian. I do understand that, and I'm not necessarily going to go against you and say, oh no, you're wrong, fuck you, I don't agree. But because I'm such a fucking loser when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto franchise, I do feel like when I think of Vice City, I think of the game Vice City. I think of Tommy Vercetti and Grand Theft Auto and the story that we had through that, because I played it so much. When I think of San Andreas, I don't think of the San Andreas in Grand Theft Auto 5. I think of GTA San Andreas. I think of CJ. I think of the Los Santos that we got first time around. Now credit to it, when I think of Liberty City, I do think of Grand Theft Auto 4. But I think of the Grand Theft Auto franchise as a whole as like one big franchise, one big story. So I get what you're saying, especially with the split between Grand Theft Auto 4 and San Andreas. I get that the maps look different, the vibe's different, the graphics were completely different. But I just see it story-wise, man. I think you could connect each story, you could connect each map, and they could coexist. We're telling stories. That's the whole point of the gaming industry, right? To be creative, to give your fan base entertainment. That's why not just Rockstar Games, but I just don't like it in general. Like when you see like fans of a franchise come out with like really good theories on how this could be connected or this could be connected, and then you get like fucking stupid directors coming out saying, yeah, no, that doesn't exist. Like, brother, what are you doing? It's a fan base that's just having some fun and making some fan theories. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It fucking really winds me up. There was a bad one. There was a couple of years ago, there was a really bad one. I can't remember which one it was. I don't think it was Star Wars or Marvel. It might have been DC or something. And there was some fucking loser director. I can't remember what it was. It's really going to piss me off. And I think it was something like in an interview. They were like, oh, what do you think about the fan theory of this? And they just completely shot it down like an arsehole. And was like, oh, yeah, no, that's just a... That's a nowhere thing. That doesn't go nowhere. That doesn't exist. It's like, you fucking cretin. What are you doing? It's a fan base that are having fan theories. What's the worst that's going to happen? So, yeah, man. When it comes to shit like that, I would have preferred it if Rockstar just didn't say that there was a split between the universe. So then I could be excited that possibly, maybe, Phil Cassidy is returning to Grand Theft Auto 6. Or maybe... you know, one of Lance Vance's relations are going to come into Grand Theft Auto 6 because we all know the impact that Lance Vance and his brother had on Vice City and Vice City Stories. So it would be cool if we had another member of the Vance family in Grand Theft Auto 6. But now, to me, I know that even if someone does have the last name Vance in Grand Theft Auto 6, it's just an Easter egg, it's just a reference. It's not a solid connection to Lance. And it sucks. Because you're a fan of the franchise. Best Buy Brian, I'm on Samson day one. I like that mission structure that you can't just blast multiple. They take away your time in a day and you need to rest. Yeah, man. Brian, I've not even deeped it like that, man. I just think the game looks sick. I think Samson just looks really good. I'm looking forward to that. Fox with a 10. As always, I appreciate you, Fox. Ken, do your thing.
It's showtime!
Appreciate you, brother. I hope name Lake... Oh, do I dare say that only one? Lake Leota. I hope name Lake... Wait, I don't trust that at all. I think that's a rib. I hope name Lake Okeechobee Lake. Look, if that's a reference to something in Grand Theft Auto, then fair enough, I've completely missed it, but I swear to God he's trying to get me to say something there. Unless I'm being a thick bastard. I appreciate the 10, brother, nevertheless. T-Burton, I'm concerned they're trying to do too much. Everything seems to work well from what I see, but I'm always concerned when games try to do everything. What, in regards to Crimson Desert? Yeah. The biggest issue for me, and people will probably know the answer, but I'm going to Google it anyway. I go to Crimson Desert. I want to see who it's from. Who is created? The developer is from Pearl Abyss. So if we go to Pearl Abyss, is this the first game they've ever created? Pearl Abyss Corp is a South Korean video game developer and publisher known for creating the cross-platform MMORPG they have created a game, Black Desert Online, and the upcoming open world action adventure game Crimson Desert. Black Desert Online. Black Desert Online. It's an online game. Black Desert Standard Edition. It's rated 7 out of 10 on Steam. Fair enough, 87% like this video game. Black Desert Online is a sandbox-oriented fantasy massive multiplayer. Wow. Fair enough. Go to images. Whoa. That was just pretty sick. It actually looks like the same aesthetic as Crimson Desert anyway. Oh, okay. So they've actually got some wheels on the road in regards to video games. Okay, fair enough. I don't know why. I'd read somewhere that this was the first game they were making, unless it meant that this is the first big game they were making. Right. Okay, fair enough. Look, I'm excited for Crimson Desert, but I feel as though a lot of us are kind of singing off the same hymn sheet at the moment. Whilst we're excited for it, that there is an element, just a very, very small element of, oh, I hope they haven't bitten off too much, because you look at those trailers, man, those gameplay trailers, there is a shit ton going on. So hopefully they nail it. Hopefully they nailed it. GTA Infinity, have you completed San Andreas yet? Oh, I mean, obviously I've completed San Andreas. I've completed it loads of times. But no, I started, nice memory by the way, brother. I started San Andreas about 2 weeks ago, but again, because I've had such the week from hell, because I've just been bedridden for 3 days, I've not been doing anything, man. I've not been playing any games whatsoever. And yes, I am about to have another piece of mango. So, shut me off. Kids, don't eat with your mouth full. Hold on. I'm gonna sit back on some centimeter tequila as well. Oh, you love to hear it. When will I be getting back playing San Andreas? I probably won't play it tomorrow. I probably won't play it Sunday. Probably, yeah, I might play it Monday. I don't know. You know what the thing is? I was thinking about getting Max Payne 3 and trying to get through Max Payne 3 instead, and putting San Andreas on the sideburn. At the moment, I've still got to finish Sleeping Dogs. I've still got to finish San Andreas. But I want to start playing Max Payne 3, so I might start playing Max Payne 3 next week. So I might not complete San Andreas for a few weeks. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I still want to get back to Far Cry 3, man. I started Far Cry 3 just at the end of last year. And I really made my way through it because I'd never finished that game before. And I don't think I'm too far away from the end. But I just started playing Cyberpunk. Old Moldy Bread, you heard about the next COD might go in for competing with Grand Theft Auto 6. I think we all know how that would pan out. Yeah, I did hear that. I mean, look, I've talked about the Call of Duty shit before with Grand Theft Auto 6. People need to realise, man, like, if Call of Duty drops in the blast radius of Grand Theft Auto 6, they're going to feel the impact, but they're just going to see that as, okay, it wasn't a great year, but Grand Theft Auto 6 came out. We'll come back stronger next year. So, and the thing as well, don't ignore that heavy-rooted fan base of Call of Duty, because there are fans out there that will choose. I know it sounds really stupid to say it, but legit, man, there are fans of Call of Duty out there that will choose Call of Duty over Grand Theft Auto 6. There will be diehard fans of Call of Duty that will buy Call of Duty day one, play it, won't have money for Grand Theft Auto 6, and I'll just go, okay, that's fine, I'll just wait till Christmas and get it at Christmas. You gotta remember, man, as well, GTA 6 is gonna do billions in its first week, without a doubt, but this is one of the main reasons why the Christmas market is the biggest market for video games. Because if you don't get that game day one, you are going to get it in December, and then you'll be paying more money over December anyway, because you'll be doing the microtransactions because you have more money on the hip. That's something that we've always tried to remind people of. These companies don't drop these video games in these specific dates just to make a little bit of profit. They're going for the longevity push. They don't want to make a bit of money in the first couple of months. They want to make a bit of money in the first 6 months. Oh, sorry, not a bit of money. They want to... Right. Articulate yourself, waste man. Slow it down and go again. Deep breath. These billion-dollar companies don't just want to drop a video game, make money in the space of 4 weeks, and that's it. Kaput. The game's changed now, no pun intended. What these companies want to do now is they want to drop a game, like you see Call of Duty, you see FIFA, they drop the game towards the back end of the year. Because the idea is, if that game drops, and you've not got the money for it, you will eventually go and buy that game in Christmas. So when the Call of Duty and FIFA typically drop, what is it, September, October? It's not November, is it? It's normally September or October, unless I'm wrong. So that means if you've not bought it in October, all you've got to do is get through November, you'll buy it December, and then guess what you've got when you've got 2 weeks off from school and college and education and work? You've got 2 weeks where you've got all your Christmas money, and you've got this brand new Flash game. Guess what you're going to be doing? Guess what you're going to be spending your money on? FIFA packs, Ultimate Team packs, whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. Call of Duty, the points on Call of Duty, COD points, I don't know what the fuck they're called. And the same mentality exists now with Take the Piss Interactive, Rockstar Games and Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6 will drop in November, and if you don't buy it in November, they're not going to be bothered. Because guess what you are going to buy in December when it comes to Christmas? Grand Theft Auto 6. And guess what you gonna do if them online servers are running, boy? You're gonna be buying them short cards. It's all tactical, man. It's all on a chess. It's all on a chessboard. All on a chessboard. Best Buy Brian IGN did a video preview on Samsung gameplay yesterday, MCT. I didn't watch it all, but I did see someone had dropped that. Was it IGN? Right. I'll have to go ahead and check it out. What did I say? I saw something from Samsung recently. It weren't that though. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I will go and check that out. T-Burton, there's a lake in Florida. He hopes they change it to Lake Leota like Ray Liotta. Oh, I see. Sorry. The big ass lake in my home, the big Florida. Oh, Fox, I forgot. Are you from Florida? Ah, fair enough, brother. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. I thought you were trying to rope me in to say some dodgy shit. Met Olympic team. Can I just fucking... I'm going to ruin my back if I keep sitting like this. I hate this desk, by the way. Just going to point that out there. It's so stupid, man. So the studio that we've got up right now, the desk that I've got in front of me is a jet black. Lovely, by the way. I've had it for a long time. Pristine condition. Jet black desk. It's got drawers. It's got storage. It's got everything. It's got everything that a growing boy needs. Except bastard legroom. Unfortunately, the desk is nice, but because of the storage, the gap for your legs is actually not that big, which is quite annoying. And what we've got, the desk behind this desk is a much bigger desk, but it's not as nice. So I've put that to the back, and that's what's got the monitors on. The issue is, that has got so much goddamn legroom. So I can't get my fucking chair closer to the microphone than I want because this bastard leg hole isn't big enough. Suck my ass. Oh my god. It's pissing me off. And I've just fucking hit my knuckle while I'm at it. Right, look, let's be real. I'm just gonna sit like this. And if you lot can't hear me, then it's tough turtle, innit? Because I'm sick of breaking my back just sat here talking bollocks. Swear to God, sometimes you lot don't realise I'm just sat here contorting my ass off. I'm like on parallelograms. You don't understand. I'm looking like a twisted kaleidoscope. Just to say like 5 words. Verdigadodin, change your name because you're making my life harder. I would love it if Grand Theft Auto 6 Online brings back all previous Grand Theft Auto characters at one point or another. Through fucking hell, you've put me to sleep reading that. Jesus Christ. Hold on a minute, brother. Let me just compose myself. Let me go again. I would love it if Grand Theft Auto 6 Online brings back all No, it's the way I'm sat. It's the way I'm sat. Hold on a minute. I need to fucking sort this out right now. This is pissing me off. You know what? I'm just gonna stand up. Oh my god, I can't believe. Oh my god. You lot can't hear me right now, but I'm currently stood up and it feels incredible. Can I boost my microphone up a little bit here? If I can get this microphone to stand up, I swear to God, I'm doing the rest of this stood up. Hold on a minute. Oh, I hate changing the position of shit. Right, okay, screw it, team. Can we try a little bit of this? Oh my God, I don't believe he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. We're standing up. No, we're not because the wire's too short. Oh, you fuck. No. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to stand up doing it and oh, you bitch. Right, you have to give me a sec here, lads, because I'm stretching out and it feels incredible. I think I'm going to come. No, You don't understand, man. I am stiff. I've been stiff for about 2 hours. You are currently seeing some yoga positions right now. Well, you're not, but oh my God. Oh, sounds like I'm being fiddled with. Right, let's get back on track, shall we? Can you all get your head out the gutters? Swear to God, I don't know what to do. Right, okay, let me just bring the microphone back down a little bit. Where are we? Let's go there, that'll do. And then we tighten this sucker up. There we go. Right. Is that okay? Is that alright? Okay, it's gonna have to do, innit? It's gonna have to do. Fucking pisses you off, man. All this bullshit equipment. and you still end up with a Charlie horse. Right. If that's even what it's called. Right, okay. Let's have a gander here. Blind Fury watching from the shower now. Oh, you're not going to pull that dodgy shit that everyone was pulling on Sav. I saw that shit. Best Buy Brian, Call of Duty is the Madden 2K of FPS games. Same game every year, just slight changes. People hate 80% of their time playing it. Think the 20% is worth it, but they're trained to buy it every year with FOMO. Brian, you just described me and FIFA though. I've said this numerous amount of times on this channel. Hold on a sec. I've bought FIFA since I was a kid, so I've always bought it every year, and that literally explains me to a T. I buy it because it's a comfort game. You know, I buy it if I'm not doing any, if I'm not working, you know, if I'm not doing any editing, if I'm not recording anything. Oh, Google's just crashed. Love to see it. Let me just quickly reload. Let me just quickly reload this. Where are we? Should be Gucci. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. With FIFA and that, like I said, I bought it every year. It's a comfort game for me. I play it when I'm not editing and working and making videos and shit. So I get it. I understand it. You know, people are locked in, and I've always said, who am I to judge anyone for spending the money on something they want to spend the money on? You know, you work hard for your money. Who gives a shit if you want to buy Call of Duty over Grand Theft Auto, or you want to buy Madden or NBA or FIFA? You know, you do what you want. You know, I'm sick. I fucking hate this mentality of, oh, you're not a true gamer because you only play like FIFA or like games that have got balls in them and stuff. Like, fucking how boring are you? Like, people want to spend the money on what they want to spend the money on. Like, yeah, alright, fair enough. If someone was sat there playing NBA and then tried to tell someone how to play Elden Ring, then you're probably a bit of a case. But I hate this mentality, man. Like, if anything, those games now, those FIFA games and those Call of Duty games, those are the ones that are so expensive now. And people are dedicating the money towards them. Whereas some little fucking indie dweeb will sit there, refuse to pay for a game that's over 50 quid, and then complain about the industry. I don't know, by the way, I don't know where the fuck I am in regards to this conversation. I don't know where I've been led, but I'm down an alleyway. Let me try and get back on track. Swordway's knocking about. Good to see you, brother. Do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 will have performance mode? Yes, I do. On PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't think it'll be on base on release. I think base, you're gonna get the bare bones. Because look, I've had a conspiracy theory for a while, man. Big conspiracy theory for a while. And I don't know if I've mentioned it on a live stream before. Why would they give you all the bells and whistles on the PlayStation 5 base and basically make it where you don't have any reason to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro? Because when the bundles come out, the Grand Theft Auto 6 bundles come out, we all know that the majority of those bundles, if not all of them, are going to be PlayStation 5 Pros because they sell more money, right? So why, if PlayStation are working with Sony, for fuck's sake, they own them. If Sony PlayStation are working with Grand Theft Auto in the way that we've been told, and they're going to be able to optimize this game on that console, if you can flick a switch and you can make it where performance mode exists on PlayStation 5 Pro, but not base PlayStation 5, you are giving people a reason, even though they've got PlayStation 5, to upgrade to the Grand Theft Auto 6 PlayStation 5 Pro. If you give everyone everything in the base PlayStation 5 anyway, you're going to limit the chances of people being like, oh, well, I probably should get that GTA 6 PlayStation 5 Pro. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds completely, it sounds like a dickhead mentality, but it's dickheads that run this industry now. It's complete and utter knobs that run PlayStation and run Take the Piss Interactive and run Sony. So if I'm sat here thinking about it, they definitely are. Blind Fury MCT, get a new chair and desk like the desk that goes up and down so you can stand. Yeah, I've seen them. They look pretty cool. I just, that's Brother, that's too much business for me, that. I swear to God, that's too much going on. I see him on TikTok and it gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh God. Can you imagine if there's one wire that connects your PC to an outlet on the floor and it's just too short and you're pumping your desk up and next minute your fucking PC just rocks off the side of the desk? Hey, no thank you. ZPK69, I don't think I've ever said that name before in my entire goddamn life. Can remind that punk bitch what time it was on a weekend.
It's showtime!
Good to see you, Big Stepper. What are we saying? Would you rather have to watch Arsenal win the Premier League or Champions League? I'd rather walk into oncoming traffic and blow my brains out. Would you rather have to watch Arsenal win the Premier League? Oh, God. That's a fucking nightmare. That is so horrible. But ZPK, that's the first message I've ever read from you before. And you're coming in with that hot shit. Mods, can we kick him? I'm only joking. Don't touch him. Oh God, would you rather have... Can I not just have Arsenal bottling them both? The thing is, I'm really worried. Man, I'm really worried. I'm really worried about Arsenal's Champions League route because they've fucking cheesed it, the pricks. They're in semis already. Who've they got? They've got Leverkusen across 2 legs. And then they've got the winner of Bodo Glint, or what was it, Sporting. Fucking turd bastards. Nah, they're in semis, man. Arsenal already in semis. I hope they meet Bayern in the semis, and it's Harry Kane that knocks them out. That would be glorious. And then Chelsea meet Bayern at final, and we all know what goes down in Champions League town when Chelsea meet Bayern Munich in Champions League finals. Oh, thank you very much. We will take our 3rd Champions League. Oh, thank you, and fuck you, Arsenal. Oh, God, that's a nightmare for me, that. Arsenal winning Prem or champs. You gotta be honest, brother, at the moment, odds on, and this disgusts me as a Chelsea fan, it's looking odds on like Arsenal could end up fucking sweeping them both. They're a joke of a team. They're an absolute joke of a team. Fucking joke of a team. So hopefully we get a bottle job, but we'll see. Old Moldy Bread, right, I'm curious, what's the first thing you doing when you get into Grand Theft Auto 6 for X? For X? Do odd few missions, explore, etc. Or do you mean, for example, do odd few missions first? Oh, man. Old moldy bastard. You can clearly see that this is the first time in an MCT stream. Brother, I appreciate you knocking boots. And the reason I said that is because I feel like every fucking week I get asked this question. But that's fine. You didn't know. You didn't know. It's absolutely fine. I give the same answer every time. And the first thing I do in Grand Theft Auto 6, once I get out the intro, wherever I am, hopefully I'm not in the penitentiary with Lucia because you're not going to be able to do much exploring there. But once you get out of there, regardless, I am just going to walk around for hours on end and just drink it in, man. Just take it in. In the words of Y2J, just drink it in, man. I'm honestly going to walk around for a couple of hours without triggering any side missions and just try and remind myself of all the bullshit we've been through for the past 3 years. Trailer theories, the moon theories, the hopium corpiums, delays, second delays, this right now having nothing, Rockstar Games ignoring you, Take the Piss Interactive barely, like, you know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna do, man. Just walk around like a fucking loser and take it all in. What are you gonna do? Give me your top 3, and that's not just to Old Moldy Bread as well, that's for everyone in the chat. What's the top 3 things you're gonna do? And if anyone says go to the titty bar, mods, kick them. I'm only joking, but I reckon you should go off and have a cold shower. Big NC, Nathan Connolly. People buy Call of Duty to do the camel grind for the gun, that's about it. Nathan, no joke, brother. Woof. Straight over my head. I ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about, but I appreciate you knocking about. New store, like people playing only Mew store. Fuck. Hold on a sec, lad. Need to have a sip of this Cinnamito. Oh. New store, like people playing only FIFA. COD, Fortnite, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, like people playing only fun. Oh, you're talking about before when we were talking. Yeah. I've got no bones with anyone playing any fucking game they want to play, man. It really does creep me out a little bit when people have an issue, when people don't play the games that they play. Like, it's weird to me. Now, it's different because if I came across someone and they were an avid video game player and I said, oh, what's your favourite Grand Theft Auto game? And they said, oh, I've never played Grand Theft Auto before. That would be a bit strange to me because I'd be sat there in my head thinking Grand Theft Auto is one of the biggest franchises of all time. Now, if I said to someone, what's your favourite FIFA game? And they said, well, I've never played FIFA. I'd get that because it's different, because it's a sport, it's a genre. But Grand Theft Auto, literally, when it comes to gaming, I do have it in my head at some point in time, all of us have played at least one Grand Theft Auto game. But at the same time, I wouldn't sit there and cuss them out. You know, I'd obviously take the piss out of them a little bit in joking terminology. But I wouldn't honestly sit there on God and be like, oh, well, this loser can't have an opinion then because he's not played Grand Theft Auto. But yet that weird mentality exists in the gaming industry. Like, oh, you can't play Elden Ring, it's too sophisticated for you. Oh, you're not a Dark Souls fan. Oh, what do you mean you don't play this? Or what do you mean you don't play that? Like, brother, fucking boring. Pete, hey, man, it's fucking weird. Have you ever known gatekeeping in the gaming industry like this in any other community? Look, I'm a huge movie fan, huge TV fan, and you know, film and movie content gets a bad rap because you give your opinion on shit and you review shit. But I think gaming has got to that point now where it's turned very, very, very toxic now. And I think a lot of people now are getting a bit... I mean, it's been toxic for ages because a lot of people... I've talked about this a few times. I thought one of the most embarrassing things for me as a kid was when people were genuinely trying to force the whole console wars thing. I thought it was so embarrassing. Like, you have an Xbox, great. You have a PlayStation, fantastic. What game do I want to play? Why can I not play it on the console that I've got? I just thought it was really fucking stupid. But yet you've got fans and the consumer sitting there trying to make out as though, oh no, I'm better because I've got an Xbox. Oh no, I'm better because I've got a PlayStation. Brother, the billionaires are forcing you to pick sides to play a fucking video game. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I don't get it. But it's so anti-consumer when we do this to ourselves. When we sit there and we try and take the piss out of other people for playing different video games. Play what you want. You want to play Fortnite, you want to play Call of Duty, you want to play FIFA, you want to play GTA, Elden Ring, Resident Evil, Forza, whatever. You work hard for your money, man. You play whatever you want. No shade coming from MCT over here whatsoever. But it fucking creeps me out when I just go on Twitter or I go on YouTube or I go on TikTok and you just see fucking douchebag people just talking bollocks. I mean, I talk a lot of shit, but like toxic crap, man. I don't deal with toxic shit. I'm not good around that crap, man. I'm not good around it. Right, I can see we got more chats to get into. Can't say thank you enough, brother. What I am going to do, I'm going to quickly ask Jada to pause the music 2 secs. Team, if you give me a quick 60 seconds, your boy will be right back.
At Fly US, your business is important to us. That's why we treat you like shit. We know you have a choice when choosing an airline: awful, dreadful, or terrible. And we promise you, we're striving to be awful. Fly US. Sit back, relax, and shut up.
Sure, you work at an office. Sure, you do Pilates. Yes, your wife earns more money than you do. But don't let anyone tell you you're not a man. Let them know you're a tool. U-Tool, the do-it-yourself mega hardware store for guys just like you. Real tools. Guys who don't need to hire a plumber or electrician. Guys who do it themselves. Tools. Blue-collar guys aren't geniuses, and neither are you. Demonstrate this to your wife once and for all at U-Tool. Buy a circular saw. Any guy can use one of them. Wiring is for ninnies. Wire like the pros and make your house a safe place you can be proud of. Show that wife who's boss. The guy with a belt full of gear and the house under control. Show your wife who the family tool is. U-Tool, the mega hardware superstore.
J-Dog, do your thing. Team, we're probably going to be running this for about another half an hour or so. So get your chats in, get your comments in, get your hot takes in, get your conspiracy theories in. Bring up any GTA news that you want to talk about, and I'll do my very best to get amongst it as much as possible. Mubsy, I'd rather listen to It's Everyday Bro for 10 hours than watch Arsenal win the Champions League. I mean, Mubsy, you're a fucking United fan, so I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm only ribbing you. Best Buy Brian MCT, you just made the list. Oh, Ben Force is looking about. Good to see you, Benjamin, as always. GTA Infinity, first thing I do is steal some cars, see which one drives the best, and find some cool stunts. Really, Infinite? That's the first thing you're going to do on Grand Theft Auto 6? That's mad. That's the first thing you're going to do, is commit Grand Theft Auto. That's actually hilarious. The first thing, you've just admitted, the first thing you're going to do in GTA 6 is commit Grand Theft Auto. Who would have called it? Omar Mendes, did you start Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, I didn't do Omar. Again, man, for anyone that missed the start of the stream, I have been sick as a dog, man. Sick as a dog. It's been a really rough week. Really rough week. So I've not played anything. I literally, like, I think it were a few hours ago before Mrs. MCT were out for a little bit, so I just put FIFA on for like an hour and just played FIFA because I had nothing to do. Ah, fuck. But no, other than that, I've literally played nothing all week just because I've been so ill. And I did say before, even though I've started San Andreas, sorry, I'm just cracking my knuckles, man, it's killing. Even though I've started San Andreas, I do want to boot up Max Payne 3. I might download Max Payne 3 this week and start that. Hopefully try and get that boxed off in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I did say that I was going to try and do Kingdom KCD, but that might have to get put on the back burner for a little bit. Just 'cause I've got so many games that I want to play. Nathan Connolly, play games 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and my billionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5. I own everything in the game and my multi-millionaire. What? Play games 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And my billionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5. And I am a billionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5. I own everything in the game and I'm multi-millionaire. Nathan? Well done, brother. Very well done. Do you feel... What's the term I want to put towards Nathan without being ignorant or disrespectful? You said that you're a billionaire in Grand Theft Auto 5 online. This is a question I asked a while ago when it came to GT Online. What are we working towards? Now, Nathan sat there and said that he owns everything and he's a billionaire in GT Online. What have you got for that, Nathan? What's the sense that you've got? Do you feel fulfilled? Are you buzzing? Are you happy? Are you bored? Maybe, possibly. I don't know, man. I thought this a long time ago, and I did ask it on... I think I asked it on stream. I think I did a video on it as well, but I can't remember. Basically, when you really think about it, some of the best things that you do on Grand Theft Auto Online is heists. At least for me. Caparico, Clucking Bell's decent because obviously you can do it solo. All the others you've got to do with other people. At least I think you can. At least I think you have to. Like the Diamond Casino, shit like that. But once you've done them, the reason you've done them, other than having fun, is the payoff. Once you've got the money from the heists, it's then a sense, alright, well, what do you spend your money on? And whenever I do a heist, I've only really got enough money to spend on something like to get myself one thing. So it's kind of like, what are you working towards? And I know that a few people have asked that in GTA, but it's just... I don't know, man. Again, Nathan, it sounds like you've absolutely smashed GT Online, but that's what always draws me back from online. I feel as though sometimes I'm like, what am I working towards? What am I doing this heist for? Like, I've done Puerto Rico 1,000 times by now. If I did Puerto Rico this weekend, what would I be doing it for? Just little things like that that just linger in the back of the mental every now and then when it comes to GT Online. That's just me. Holy moly bread. To be fair, I think another thing I do first in Grand Theft Auto 6 is test out the ragdoll physics, as I hope it's like Grand Theft Auto 4 ragdolls. What's people's biggest issue with the ragdoll physics in GTA 5? I know Grand Theft Auto 4's. I know Grand Theft Auto 4 stand out because they were a lot different to San Andreas for obvious reasons. And it's been a lot longer since a lot of people play Grand Theft Auto 4. But man, I was literally playing GTA 4 last week. The ragdoll physics are good, don't get me wrong. But with GTA 5... okay, the ragdoll physics in GTA 4 are definitely a lot more loose. I'll give you that. Maybe a lot more free. But... I don't know, man. But I just, when people say they want the ragdoll physics from GTA 4, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just want better physics from both GTA 4 and GTA 5? Like, I get what people are saying, but I don't want the ragdoll physics from GTA 4. I want ragdoll physics from GTA 6, and I want to stand there and go, the ragdoll physics in GTA 6 are so much better than both. Like, the ragdoll physics in GTA 4 are sound, but I think people forget they're not exactly leaps and bounds above Grand Theft Auto 5's. GTA 5's, you can see it in some of my videos. You can have some fun with that shit. All you need to do is jump into a car. If you jump into a car, you'll see some ragdoll physics. Bryce is knocking about. Good to see you, Bryce. Random, but I was watching Clarkson's farm and was tweaking every time he wanted to change something on his land. And the government saying no. How does land work in the UK? Do you not actually own it? Oh God, Bryce. Fucking hell, Bryce. It's going to put me to sleep if I answer that, lad. Jesus Christ. I'm only joking. Yeah, Bryce, I know what you're talking about. It is stressful. Because obviously I watch Clarkson Farm. I've watched every episode. Me and Mrs. MCT love Clarkson's Farm. And yeah, watching that will really stress you out, trying to get hit, because he's trying to get permission, isn't he? From the area that he lives to do stuff. So I think, I don't know how property works in regards to the UK, and to be honest, it's a snooze fest for me, so I won't really deep it too much, because I don't know all the answers anyway. But I think the issue that Jeremy has on that farmland is the location where he's at, or the community that he's at. It's ran by a very small knit like community council, whereas like up where I live in the north in Lancashire, we've got like the Ribble Valley, Lancashire, like these are the councils that I'm talking about. I think in regards to overall, they're represented by much larger areas. Like obviously Preston's a city, you know, the Ribble Valley, I think it includes places like Burnley and shit. Again, this is boring as crap, but the point I'm making is, I think where Jeremy Clarkson is, the biggest issue he keeps running into is he keeps running into the same people on the same council who are just being dicks because they don't like him. That's the issue that he's got. So I don't know what property's like over in the UK, to be honest, man, but I think it doesn't help the area that he's in. It's run by a very small council. But yeah, it's frustrating. If anyone's watched Clarkson's Farm, you know exactly what he's talking about. Fucking stressed us out, man, and we're in the same country. Plus, by the way, I want to make it completely clear that the UK is utter shite. Just want to make that abundantly clear right now. I don't get it when I see people in America say like, oh, I'd love to come to the UK. Why? Why? It's crap. Game for Life says Wolves 2-0 Aston Villa. There's no way. Gaming for Life, you're the one that comes correct about these football scores, don't you? Let me check that right now. Wolves Aston Villa. Oh, what was the championship score? Watford beat Bristol City 2-1 away from home. Fucking hell. Oh my god, Wolves have actually docked Villa in. That's ridiculous. Who scored? João Gomez. Adam Armstrong got an assist. And then... Oh, wow. Holy shit. Let me just quickly check my fantasy league. I want to see if... I think I had Matty Cash, which is not good for me. Oh no, I had Matty Cash. Oh, did he play? Oh, he's got 0 points. I hope he didn't play. I bet he played. He fucking played. Minutes played. And he got a yellow card, the prick. Oh, Cash, you utter wanker. Matty Cash has played 90 minutes and he's dropped to 0 on me. Oh, you prick. Luckily, I had Morgan Rogers and Tammy Abraham. What's his name? Tammy Abraham or Tammy Abrams? Tammy Abraham. Yeah, Tammy Abraham. I had Morgan Rogers and Tammy Abraham. Luckily, I took them out in time. Oh, man. I've got 3 City players. Unfortunately, 3 Arsenal players. Oh, God. I'm not in for a good week this week. I'm not in for a good week. That's going to be shit. Oh, I don't believe that. Fucking Matty Cash, you dirty rat. Right, let's go back to chat and see what you lot are saying. Mr. 1852, I think I've said that name before, but can remind that punk bitch what time it was on a weekend.
It's showtime!
Like I said before, team, we're probably going to run this bitch for about another sort of like 10, 15 minutes or so to get your comments in, and I'll do my very best to get amongst them. I'd wait for PlayStation 6 release rather than upgrading from base PlayStation 5 to PlayStation 5 Pro. I'd wait for PS6 release rather than upgrading from base PS5 to PS5 Pro. Different folks in different strokes in it, I guess. Mr. 1852. I mean, I've been saying for ages, man, I've got a base PlayStation 5 now. I'm not looking to upgrade this for Grand Theft Auto 6 at all. Even if they announce it tomorrow that PlayStation 5 Pro is going to handle 60 frames per second. I'm not a frames per second kind of guy. I'm not a graphics guy. I'm not a graphics nerd. I played Red Dead Redemption 2 on a beat out, bust up piece of shit TV and a standard Xbox, and I got amongst it, man. I could have played that shit on GameCube and I would have loved it. So I'm fine with my console the way it is. But I do know, we had this conversation before, I do understand at the same time there are a lot of friend brothers out there that have got a base PlayStation 5 but are hoping for 60 frames per second. And if Rockstar announced that 60 frames per second or performance mode is going to be on PlayStation 5 Pro, and then they start selling Grand Theft Auto 6 PlayStation 5 Pro bundles, it's going to make people think over those Black Friday sales. It's going to make a brother think. Nathan Connolly, got every car in the game. I just like collecting cars and making them more money in the game, so in the next DLC I love to grind and keep it going. Nathan, doesn't sound like you're grinding that game anymore. Sounds like there's no grind left to do, lad. It sounds like you've grinded everything out of it. It sounds like you've completed Grand Theft Auto online, which is quite incredible, by the way. Like, that's a lot of hours spent on that game, so fair play to you, brother. But yeah, like I said, Nathan, you know, I asked you a question before. You've got all this stuff in Grand Theft Auto Online. Do you feel as though all that time's been worth it? That's my question to you, because I know now I'm never going to get to your level in GT Online. And I do think to myself sometimes, it's like, what am I working towards for GT Online? Like when I come on, because like I said, I barely play GT Online anymore. But when I do, it's when the DLCs drop. Now I play Grand Theft Auto Online nowadays to check out the DLCs, and then I'll cover them in content, obviously for the channel. But as a fan, if I just wanted to go and play GT Online right now, if I was playing it solo, what would I be working towards? Because I don't think there's a lot now, you know. But that's coming from someone who, again, doesn't own half the shit that Nathan owns. Flankman, to be honest, I fucking love saying that name. To be honest, I hope that ragdolls are way less stiff than in Red Dead Redemption 2. They felt way too stiff, especially if they like fell from a height or whatever. I'll take your word for it, brother. I didn't really deep the whole ragdoll physics in Red Dead 2. I was too busy focusing on everything else. Blind Fury UK's balls. Coming from someone up in Scotland, yes. That's all I'll say, Blind Fury. Yes. Scotland is balls. Or should I say the UK is balls. Yeah, man. I mean, look, it is shit in January and February because the weather's crap. I've moved to a nice part of the UK now, and even still, it's just people. We know what we're like. You know, people in UK, we're miserable. We're miserable people. And all people do in the UK is we love to complain about everything. So it beats you down. So when people say the UK is crap, I get it. I understand it. I've never been the biggest patriotic UK person. I'm just not at all. At all. Nathan Connell, I can't wait for Universal Studios to get built in the UK. Why? Nathan. Why? Screw that, mate. I'd rather save up money and go to the real thing. Best Buy Brian, 60 frames per second. Nathan, all that's going to be is... I'm going to sound... I am going to sound like a pure and utter fucking dick for saying this. And I don't really care because I grew up in Preston, I grew up on council estates, and I've lived around these people and they fucking stink. All that Universal Studios is going to be is people at Job Centre, people at Rock and Roll, people rocking up in the pyjamas, smoking 20 Benson and Edges, getting amongst it. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a sea of Primark and sandwiches. No, oh, God. No, look. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. But I know for a fact that if I ever go to Universal Studios, there's only one I want to go to, and it's not going to be there in the UK. Put it that way. Best Buy Brian, 6 frames per second will not be on PlayStation 5 Pro. The CPU bottleneck will prevent it. Brian, I need more context. What do you mean by that? 60 frames per second will not be on PlayStation 5 Pro. Why not? The CPU bottleneck will prevent it. I don't know what that means. The CPU bottleneck. The game's not going to be on PC for another 12 months. Brian, I know you know a lot more about PCs and computers than me. You don't need to put yourself over with that. We all know by now that Brian knows a hell of a lot more about PCs than MCT does. Right? But my question to you, from someone who just lives on console, and you know your shit more than me, this is a genuine question. I am curious. If they can get 60 frames per second to work on PlayStation 5 Pro, surely that gives the people a reason to upgrade the base PlayStation 5 to a PlayStation 5 Pro. It also gives Sony PlayStation and Rockstar Games the reason to create PlayStation 5 Pro. There's fucking too many goddamn numbers. PlayStation 5 Pro Grand Theft Auto 6 bundles. Because even though you've got a PS5 base, if you're being told 60 frames per second can work but only on this upgraded console, there's a good chance that you'll upgrade to it anyway. So why would you just want to wait 12 months and get it on CPU if it is even going to be in 12 months? For all we know, it might be longer than that. So, Brian, convince me that this CPU bottleneck is going to prevent 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5 Pro, because you honestly do know more than me, so I am curious. Holy Moldy Bread comes down to this, though, Nathan. What level are you? Vicig with a 10. Holy shit, Vicig. Appreciate you, brother. Ken, do your thing and remind him what time it is.
It's showtime!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes!
Yeah! Come on, yeah!
Appreciate you, Big Cheese. Vicig with the 10. You had a great and unique thing going on with voice messages. Would you be open to do that through my server? I can easily set it up and my team will manage all server stuff. Let me know, friend, brother. Oh, Vicig, man, I feel like an utter heel because I'm going to have to turn it down. I honestly, man, no joke, I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. And yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm not gutted that we can't do the voicemails right now. Because it was nice. You know, it was really good. A lot of you absolutely smashed it. But Vicig, man, it's not that I don't trust you. It's funny because D-Man were actually talking about it at the start of the stream. Like, would you be open to having other people help you with the stream and that? I've had really, really bad luck with people and working with people behind the scenes. I'm obviously not going to name any names, but yeah, I've had some really shit experiences with just working with people in general, and I wouldn't, without going too over the top, without going too deep in the weeds of it, I wouldn't want there to be an issue somewhere down the line that falls on you, and then it kind of like creates this contrast between me and you. Plus, it's not that as well. It's that would have to be a feature on this stream that then has to rely on you and your team, and I don't like that idea at all. Anything that happens on this stream, I want to be in control of it 100%. So I appreciate it, man. I really do. I appreciate the offer. And like I said, when it comes to the voicemails, never say never. You know, I really enjoyed them. I'd love to be able to bring them back, but I've just put them on the back burner for now, just while we sort some shit out. But again, man, Vicey, I appreciate the 10. I really appreciate the offer. I really do. But I'll politely decline just for now. Nathan Connolly, so the new Xbox is supposed to be coming out next year. Oh, fucking Xbox. What a bunch of clowns. Oh, God. All that embarrassing shit that's gone down with Phil Spencer and what's the other lady's name? Sarah Bond. And they've brought in the head of AI to run the fucking division. The writing's on the wall, man. They've got an Xbox console coming out that's a hybrid of a console and a PC. It's getting fucking sunsetted. You all saw the report that came out in the last 48 hours, right? There's a report dropped. I forgot who it was. From someone who was a high exec at Xbox, and they said the way it's looking, this lady from AI has come in to sunset the Xbox division. Like, the consoles are done, man. And the funny thing is, right, I'm not trying to draw battle lines. I've said time and time again, I think the console wars is an absolute one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to the whole gaming industry. There's no point even wasting your breath on it. But I think Xbox for years has been absolutely embarrassing. And you lot don't actually know this, but I had a YouTube channel before MCT, and I only really were doing it for like maybe a couple of months. And I made a video on Xbox. And I don't want to sound like Johnny Big Dick over here, but I pointed to all the stupid shit that Xbox was doing, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 10 years Xbox and Microsoft came to Xbox, we're not focusing on consoles anymore. And the amount of fucking Xbox diehard fans that are in my comments saying, this fucking loser doesn't know what he's talking about, GIMP, and all this other stuff. I wish I still had that YouTube channel, because I would make that video again. And I would put all them comments up on the screen again. Shocking. If you're a diehard Xbox fan, first of all, look, brother, pixels on a screen. But you can't be filled with positivity right now. We already know that once they announced that this fucking console was going to be some kind of bullshit hybrid, the writing was on the wall. And now all this crap that's gone down with. Oh, God. Get a grip. Right, team, I'm going to run this bitch for about another 10 minutes or so. Let's get your comments in, get your questions in, get your hot takes in, get your conspiracy theories in, and I'll do my very best to run through them. Best Buy Brian, the CPU in the PlayStation 5 Pro can only do so much, but it can handle 4K. Doesn't matter what the GPU can do, it's roughly the same CPU the base has. Oh, saying that, no, graphics, yeah, okay, fair enough. They upgraded a lot, but not that. when you factor in all the game mechanics going on in Grand Theft Auto 6, it's going to really push the base PlayStation 5. The Pro won't fare much better because of the similar CPU. That was Seamus Blackley. He's not a high up. Seamus Blackley, sorry. He's not a high up. No, he's not a high up now. Best Buy Bryant, when you factor in all the game mechanics. Oh, what, Bryant? So you're saying the difference between PlayStation 5 base and PlayStation 5 Pro isn't that much different? But so Brian, what do you make of what Detective Seed said last year when he said that he spoke to people at PlayStation and Sony and they've said that PlayStation 5 Pro can handle 60 frames per second? Are you calling bullshit? I'm not trying to. This isn't a gotcha, by the way. I'm not trying to pull. I obviously know like a lot of stuff that you've said in this chat and on these live streams about the PC you've got and the shit that you know. You obviously know a lot more than me, so I'm trying to be a sponge right now. I'm trying to glom off your information the best I can do because, like I said, I'm not a frames per second guy. I'm not a graphics guy. I don't know what the hell goes into. I know as much that goes into a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox that goes into a Subway sandwich. Like, I ain't got a fucking clue, if I'm just going to be real with you. I'm a Grand Theft Auto fan, I'm a gaming fan. That's why I never got into the bullshit console wars. So all this is kind of like foreign language to me. So I'm trying to, as I'm going along, I'm trying to pick up this new language. But, you know, I see rumours that, you know, PlayStation 5 Pro is going to handle 60 frames per second, and clearly PlayStation 5 Pro is the better unit. But now Brian's saying to me, well, actually, it's not that good, and it won't handle 60 frames per second better, so it's probably not going to handle it. So Brian's saying there's a chance we might not get 60 frames per second for Grand Theft Auto 6. But we still haven't got 60 frames per second in Red Dead 2. So Brian could be talking that hot shit in a good way. Bryce, before the Discord, I remember you mentioned another site. Is that still an option? A what? Another site? Is that still an option? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the fucking website. Yeah. Bryce, no, that's not an option. Thank God. So, yeah, Bryce, I know what you're talking about. So, before we did the Discord live call-ins, I actually found a website where all that happens is you send a voicemail and it sends it to my email, and then I can obviously play it through email. The issue with that is anyone can send one, and what's the thing I'm thinking of now? So anyone can send one. You don't have to put a name to it, so it can be completely unknown. You can also attach a complete fake name to it. So I think if I'd have gone down that route, that would have lasted about a week. So I'm glad I didn't do that. So no, unfortunately, that website idea is well out of the way. So yeah, look, team, again, the voice calls were a really good idea. I think it worked really well on the Discord. But at the moment, because MCT is a one-man operation, it is difficult. You know, it's difficult to do this shit. It's difficult to vet It's difficult to vet the voicemails, but it's also difficult to set it all up and keep it going yourself whilst also making videos, uploading videos regularly. Because again, it's not like I'm a channel that's got millions of subscribers. I'm still a very, very small content channel. You know, I'm still trying to make my way in the game. You know, I'm still on a learning curve right now. I'm still trying to make the best content for everyone. You know, and put them hours in and put the grind in. You know, I only went full time with YouTube last year, so I've still got a lot to learn. So who knows, man? Maybe one day when I get to enough subscribers and I get to enough to a decent point where I've got a decent structure, maybe I'll consider maybe doing like a private Discord where it literally is just voicemails and that's it. No one talks privately. I know it sounds a bit suck-ass, but if all people want is the voicemails, we could get that sorted. But the biggest issue that came from that Discord was so many people just wanted to talk to me privately, and unfortunately, when you give certain people that option, it backfires in a big way. And that's probably me talking a bit too much right now. Visig, that's fair, MCT, no worries, happy Friday, woo. Also, he's been a member for 7 months. Visig, I don't deserve you, brother. I appreciate it.
It's showtime!
Best Buy Brian, when you factor in all the game. Oh, no. Oh, I've already read that. That was Seamus Blackley. He's not a high up. 60 will come to PC before console. Wow, Brian. So you... right, okay. So you think... Did 60 frames per second come to PC before console with Grand Theft Auto 5? I thought PC only got the enhanced version last year. Wait, Brian, let me Google that a sec, because if 60 frames per second came to console before PC with GTA 5, then that's not going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6, is it? When did GTA 5 run at 60 FPS on console? On console. GTA 5 officially began running at 60 frames per second on consoles with the release of the expanded and enhanced version PlayStation 5 and Series X on March 15th, 2022. What? The expanded and enhanced version didn't come out until March 15th? 2022? That's mad. Okay. So that was 2022. When did Grand Theft Auto 5 run at 60 frames per second on PC? Now, obviously, don't come with your stupid modding bullshit. I'm talking about physically. GTA 5 has run at 60 frames on the PC since its initial release on the platform 2015. The PC version supported 60 frames per second and 4K resolution at launch. Wow. That's fucking mental. No way. Brian, I think you're going to be... I think you won this one. I think you're absolutely spot on. I'm sat there saying,
well, there's a chance actually that 60 frames per second will be on PlayStation 5 first, PlayStation 5 Pro first, and when did Grand Theft Auto 5? Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5 got 60 frames per second on March 2022.
Meanwhile, PC players have been sat there with 60 frames per second since 2015. Oh my god, that's so funny. That literally shows the level of detail I know in regards to the PC world. Fuck me. Wow, that's funny. Oh my god. See, this is why Brian, when Brian speaks, I have to shut up and listen. I have to. Jade's knocking about. Good to see Jade as always. Visig, if you change your mind, just reach out. I'm open to that. My team would... my team? Got your own team, have you, lad? You've got your own team? Fucking hell. I think I need to get my own team. Would only moderate weasels, but you'd be in control too as a top moderator. Ah, Visig, I appreciate it, brother. I really do. Master Kenway 839. Good to have you, lad.
It's showtime!
Love you, MCT. A question for you. What do you think of the new hybrid console? If and how do you think it works with PC servers and cheaters? Oh man, you're asking the wrong guy. You should be asking Best Buy Brian about that. He's the Xbox PC fan. He's fucking loving it. I think it's a very, very weird time in the gaming industry right now for consoles, because you've got that coming out of Xbox. You've obviously got PlayStation, that we already know PlayStation 6 is coming out at some point. But a lot of people are now expecting that for what, 2028, 2029. What else you've got? You've got the Steam machine coming out in the next 2 years. So it's... And obviously, in the whole crux of all that is the biggest video game of the generation, Grand Theft Auto 6. So I don't really know. I know for a fact, Master Kenway, I'm probably not going to be buying it. Nothing against Xbox, nothing against, you know, this whole Xbox console hybrid shit. It's just I've got my PlayStation 5, it runs fine. I've got an Xbox Series X downstairs, it runs fine. That's all I'm bothered about. This hybrid console thing, the biggest thing when I think about that, the biggest thing about that console for me is just the price. I hope the fans don't get raked over the bastard calls, because I don't think that's fair. But because of the what's the shortage at the moment, the memory shortage at the moment, I'm very worried that they're going to hike the price up on that bad boy and then blame everything else but themselves. And basically all it will be is very simply, they are greedy bastards. Team, I want to make this abundantly clear right now. J-Dog, pause the music a second, because if anyone takes anything away from the stream tonight, I want you to take this away. Do not convince yourself for a second that these companies, these billion-dollar companies that are backed by billionaire investors, have to mark these games up to the price and the consoles up to the price that they are currently marking them to. They are doing it because they want to make as much money as possible. They want to make as much profit as possible. They don't have to. They are choosing to. There's a big difference. They could still make billions and still make tons of profit if they actually introduced a price decrease, if they lowered the price for the fan base. But you know why they won't do that? Because billionaire investors that don't play video games will pull their investment, they will pull their funding, and they'll go, well, I'm not going to pump money into this console if you're not going to make as much money as the last one did. So that's why they're doing it. So to anyone right now, if you've got your eyes on the Steam machine, the Xbox Hybrid, the PlayStation 6, whatever it is, unfortunately, I think in the next few years, if you are going to upgrade your console, you are probably going to get a donkey punch to the back of the head with golden knuckle dusters on. Because these pricks don't care about you. They don't care about the games that you want to play because none of them play them. They are not bothered. And it's as simple as that. So it sucks. That's the biggest thing for me. It's like, unfortunately, like I don't really like talking about this much because it's very negative, and I don't really like. I don't like to bring the mood down. But honestly, man, internally, when it comes to the gaming industry, I've been so negative for so many years, and I'm getting really sick of it. I probably shouldn't say this, and I've been thinking about this for a while, but look, this channel covers Grand Theft Auto, and I'm really happy to be covering Grand Theft Auto, but every fucking day I read articles and I see shit in regards to the gaming industry. Everything is negative. Everything is negative. The only time we get a positive is when we see a trailer for something, or when an indie game starts getting hype. Like the biggest positives I can think of right now in the gaming industry are Crimson Desert. That's it. Resident Evil 9, all last week, all I heard was that it got leaked. Grand Theft Auto 6, there's fuck all news. There's no trailer, there's nothing. People still think it's going to get delayed again. So I'm not letting you have Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. At this moment right now, in regards to the gaming industry, there is one positive, and I think personally it's Crimson Desert. And if that Jesus Christ, if that game drops in March and the performance is an issue, fucking hell. It's not even bare thinking about. But I've just been thinking, man, for a long time, like, I love this channel. I love the content that we do on it, and you know, I'm a big Grand Theft Auto fan, obviously, as you all know. But once GTA 6 drops, man, I really don't know where the gaming industry is after this year. I really don't. I'm just gonna be sat here playing a bunch of independent games. Because it's just all fucking shit, innit? Like, it is. It is. It's crap. It's wank. It's so negative. Everywhere you look, there's a price hike, or there's a problem, or there's an issue, or there's a delay, or this game's come out unfinished, or this game's cost you $80, and then you've gone to download it, and there's an issue. And it's just so fucking stressful. But yet, we are still expected to pump money in every month, every year. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It sucks, man. Fucking sucks. Anyway, team, look, we've crossed over the 3-hour mark now. So what I'm going to do, J-Dog, you keep playing that music. I'm going to read the last couple of chats in front of my team, and then I'm going to call it time at the bar. I appreciate you all knocking boots. Well, I say last couple, I can see we've got a fair few here. So what I'll do, I'll run it for about another 5 minutes or so. We'll read through the rest of these, and then we'll call it time. So let's have a gander here. What we're saying, Bryce, if you can still mod games in the new Xbox PC, then I think it's worth it, depending on price. If you can't, I don't think it is. Best Buy Brian, that hybrid will be about 1,500. Yeah, Brian, you can fucking keep that shit. I don't need to make any argument. You can keep that. Just for me, if someone wants to buy it, more power to you. I'm not taking a piss out of anyone, but I ain't going anywhere near that. I don't need to, thank you. Duke Bradford, I'm worried about playing GTA 6 on my on my Series S after the Resident Evil on Switch. I prefer. Yeah, Duke, I saw that shit. Oh, brother, switch on over. Make that switch to Nintendo, boy. Oh god, make that switch double time. No, look, stay away from the Nintendo, brother. Nah, man, look. Just because Switch 2 handled the video game differently don't mean jack shit. Do not go out and buy a Switch 2 to play Grand Theft Bastard 6. Please. Don't do it. Have faith, brother. Have a little goddamn faith. And if that don't work, then I don't know. Is there a chance that maybe you could trade your S in and upgrade to an X? We've still got 8 months left. If anyone's thinking about getting your console sorted for Grand Theft Auto 6, I would definitely do it now before this data shortage and this memory shortage gets worse. Because I'm expecting someone to price hike something when it comes to summer. I put it this way. Whether it's Nintendo, whether it's Microsoft, whether it's both of them pricks, even if it's PlayStation, not with consoles, but with PS Plus and games and shit, I'm expecting a price hike in summer. Because if they price hike it in summer, 3-4 months, the dust settles, then Grand Theft Auto 6 drops, the Black Friday sales drop, Christmas comes around, and everyone forgets because you've gone out and spent more money. So if you're getting your console sorted, I'd recommend getting your console sorted in the next couple of months because, yeah, I'm expecting a stinger between June, July, and August. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Master Kenway, I'm staying on my Xbox Series X until I get convinced about the new hybrid, see what it's all about, maybe stay on last gen. Man, look, just stay on whatever you're happy with. If there's nothing wrong with your Xbox X, if there's Xbox Series X, there's no need to change. Just stay on your shit, man. Just do what makes you happy. Big Chris, hey MCT, hey Chris, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, big lad. Vicig, I'm excited for Forza Horizon 6. Yep, me too. TLR, we got a question for you, MCT. Apparently Take-Two has given a green light for Mafia the Boring Country sequel as it was profitable despite its small size and price. Do you see Rockstar doing anything like? I'd like them to. I'd like Rockstar to do smaller games, without a doubt. I'd like a lot of companies to dial it back. I would really like a lot of companies to just chill out and start making smaller video games, man. I know it sounds really stupid, but legit. I don't need a fucking video game to have a 50-hour long story. I don't need it to be all open world. I don't need a map to be the size of Nova Scotia. I don't even know how big Nova Scotia is. It just came into my head. The point I'm making, man, is they all want to do this shit and then pump microtransactions into it to make it feel genuine. So they can make more money off it. Just go back to just go. Look, fucking, it weren't broken. Why did they change it? Back in the day, you played a video game until you completed it. It wasn't as big as all the other games now, but we fucking loved them for what they were. It's not like it now. Just go, take it back. Just take it back how it was. Take it back. Take it back. I'm done with it. The gaming industry is currently broken. Please, sir, can I have the original? It was much better. The Park Wanderer Resident Evil Requiem just dropped. Did it really? I missed that, brother. I'm only joking. I'm only winding you up. I know. I was watching someone play it. I think it was yesterday. It was on TikTok. I'm just not a Resident Evil fan. But apparently it's expected to do really good numbers. So, you know, Resident Evil fans are loving it. Guru, the pro tip for PC gamers is getting the PlayStation 5 Slim and play it on the 60 frames per second mode, even though the graphics is lower for a year, and then get the PC version. The PlayStation 5 Pro is not worth it. I'll take your word for it, Guru. I've not really deeped the specs. Best Buy Brian MCT, why do you think I own everything? I got ahead of what was coming. Good lad, Brian. Good lad. Look, I've said time and time again, when Best Buy Brian speaks in this chat, I listen. And what I've just said is I'm worried there could be a price hike, and Brian is sat here right now saying he got everything before because he knew it was coming. That should get you all thinking. Big Christopher, doing very good, man. Hope you have a great weekend and everybody in the chat as well. You know what, Chris? That is such a good message. I'm going to end on that. Carl, I can see that you're heading off as well. I appreciate it, brother. Right, team, I'm officially covering up the chat now, so please, for the love of God, don't send any more. Don't send any more questions. Don't send any more donations, because I don't want you to waste your money, your time, or your effort. Oh, man. 3 hours have gone just like that. What a fucking joke. These streams just fly by. Yes, I am going to have another piece of mango. Thank you very much. Right, team. What is coming from MCT in the next few days? Well, I've not put up a video because I felt like shit for the past week. So I would like to do a video on Sunday. But I know I'm quite busy Sunday. So leave it with me. I'll try and structure something. If I can structure something tomorrow, and then we can finalise it Sunday, I'll drop something Sunday. And then Monday, I don't know what the crack is Monday. We normally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but Monday is an interesting one. Leave it with me. I'll make an announcement on Monday if we don't go live. If there's nothing, if there's no like groundbreaking news to talk about Monday, don't expect to stream Monday just because there is something going on Monday for me personally. So just keep your eyes open. But anyway, I'll announce it on the YouTube community posts anyway, regardless. But yeah, anyway, look, I'm going to love you and leave you. I appreciate every single friend brother that's been knocking boots and joined us for the past 3 hours. I can't say thank you enough, man. It's the weekend. Go and enjoy it. You've worked hard for it. Go and enjoy yourselves. But more importantly, you stay safe on those streets, you little worms. And I'll catch you live and direct next week. Alright? Take it easy. Peace.